And we're live. Hopefully it'll pop up soon, but hopefully you guys can hear us.
I'm not sure.
Hopefully you guys can hear us.
Oh, there it is.
We got, they can hear us. Okay. So we can hear each other. Guys, we're live. So we apologize for just kind of wigging out and kind of trying to figure things out there. I just got everything rehooked up. I'm joined here with Zach from the Wisconsin Grappler. So you're just going to be looking at us like this because we're going to kind of talk randomly about certain things. But I, for some reason, could not tell if we were being heard or not. So usually I have complete control. I know what's going on. So I had a freak out moment. Anyways, so we're talking today because of why? What do you got going on?
I just released the preseason rankings today.
And as we speak, they're being put out.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you look at preseason rankings? What are you adding into the equation versus normal season? Are you looking at things like, Fargo and things like that? Are you going to maybe change things up once Fargo ends?
Yeah. I always do two. I do one like right now, usually, and then I'll do one like right when school starts, probably about late August, early September.
Is it to just kind of let because there's big tournaments and obviously you don't do rankings throughout the entire year, right? So
no.
As you're kind of going through in the preseason stuff, you wait, obviously a couple big tournaments happen in between and things like that. Is that kind of what you base? So, now I can do these preseason ones. Was it maybe like a week or two before high school starts, the season starts, and you put another set of preseason ones?
Yeah, that's usually what I do. And then, I mean, when I'm in the off season, I'm just, I look at a bunch of tournaments and kind of see where their weight is about, these aren't going to be set in stone, obviously.
For sure.
And I probably have some grades wrong, some schools wrong of freshmen, because the way WWF state is, you can't really tell. They're mostly clubs, you got to look where they're from. Go look at a map and see what the nearest school is.
We can go back past like in the school year or something like that and look up at a couple of teams.
Yeah, but most of them don't have any middle school matches. It's always
Asker
wrestling, so
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So they're always Asker wrestling or Nazar or whatever, and it's just like, okay, let's take a shot. And then somebody will yell at me for it. So
right. Yeah. Well, we tell everybody too. I mean, you do reach out to kids like, hey, what did you do here? Or a coach. Cause I mean, obviously, coaches, but so what went into these? So based off of the high school season, right? So you already had those out.
Yeah.
What did you add into this then? What were factors that go into these preseason rankings?
Right. I mean, it is folk style rankings. Obviously it's freestyle does have a little bit to do with it, but just because you can beat somebody in freestyle doesn't mean you'll beat them in folk style. I mean, I'm a prime example of that. I mean, I placed at Fargo, never even placed in my high school state. So it's like, so I do weigh off season results into it. But I mean, you catch a lace on a good kid and you tech them, it doesn't mean you're going to beat them in folk style.
So you're kind of basing it off of just some results that maybe you saw somewhere that kind of one up some on another guy.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you can look at how the match went too. Because like if somebody just took a guy down 5 times, obviously that'll translate, Yeah. But if you take him down and guts him, it's not really the same.
True. Very true.
So I do look at freestyle, but it's not as much as people probably would like me to.
Yeah. Do you think you will in the future?
I don't know. It's
hard to.
It almost have different rankings, because they're so different. Like it is like there's people that are decent in folk style that absolutely suck in freestyle.
Well, and shout out to that's a Jesse I think he's out of California, the Takedown magazine. He's doing articles. So shout out to those guys. He did his first set of like freestyle rankings. Obviously, you go look at Willie's stuff. You go look at Flow stuff, things like that. Flow, I don't know what their like schedule is for rankings. I don't think they know what it is either. I think they do kind of what you do. Like once the high school season ends,
yeah.
unless it's like a specific article that they did and they rank some kids or whatever. But I know they got freestyle rankings out there now, but it's just like, dude, but I think the last date was like February 2nd or something for Wisconsin high school rankings. Yeah. It was like, come on, man, do something a little extra. So that's why it's kind of nice to have you guys around. Cause I mean, you guys are fairly, you.
Yeah.
Melissa's in there crunching numbers, looking up wrestlers.
She's doing that.
But she is a big help. Shout out Melissa. Don't think we don't know you don't do anything.
Right.
You're good. You're good. Hey, folks, if you haven't, keep checking the website too, Wisconsin Grappler's website, because he is putting those out as we speak. Right. So, well, let's touch on it. You want to go to the girls?
Sure. We'll start with the girls.
Talk about the girls right away here. Let me pop that up quick. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we have, how do you have this in here? So you have 106. It's kind of nice. And for some people who haven't, that tab is really starting to irritate me to get that out of there. Some people haven't been to his website before. When you go to each athlete, there's a drop down menu. And I think sometimes they may vary just because depending on what type of, you're on a tablet or something, it may be a little different in each one, but there are drop down menus to be able to look at all of the specifics of that athlete. Their GPA is in there.
Not yet. That just got bought today.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Well, I thought I saw it still like just listed, like it was up there as you didn't have their GPA.
Oh, okay. It might be listed in there,
but it was just like there.
Yeah.
But you be able to sit. That's where that information is when you actually go to the actual athlete. Then you have the drop down for the weights.
Yeah. Each weight class. And then I just purchased the plugin today to build the profiles for like recruiting purposes. So I can put like direct links to their stuff. And if they want to give it to me and stuff, it'll only help them to give me the information.
And that'll wind up being in that coach's corner.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. And it'll also be in the regular one eventually, but it'll start in the coach's corner because that's who I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
Obviously for the athletes too, but the coaches, I want college coaches to come in, and I think I have like 6 or 7 coaches from colleges that have access to that right now. So,
and I can't stress enough, like seriously, I think, and everybody wants to be competitive in what they do. I think everybody in the State's fairly accurate. I mean, no one's like, oh my God, we may talk shit about, whatever.
Right.
No one's ungodly off. Right. I mean, these guys are paying attention to who's doing what. There's difference and maybe how they think something went or whatever.
Yeah.
On whoever else is doing rankings. But typically you guys are spot on. And I hope that the college coaches, not only just in this area, but throughout the country, please look at these, because it's not just, we're just some dudes, hanging out doing stuff. Like you put time into it and you're actually trying to get accurate information.
Yeah.
And now that you're able to get like GPAs and stuff like that listed,
right?
Is that just something you ask the athlete for then?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I'm putting this together for you.
Yeah. I'm in contact with a lot of these guys on Instagram just for like where they're going to colleges and stuff. And just, seeing if I miss something, I'll reach out to them and be like, hey, have you announced, and they're always really like helpful and timely usually. But
right.
Like I just found out about one commitment today.
Oh, did you?
That I didn't have out, that I was like, nice. It was just a Torin is going to was it MSO or MSEO
or Mankato?
No, the Milwaukee School.
Oh, that's right.
MSOE.
MSOE. Yeah. Acronyms.
Yeah.
Acronyms hard.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, did I say the O?
Okay. So we're starting with the girls here. We're talking about rankings. I think I got us a little off track. My apologies, folks. We're going to start at 100 pounds. We're going to go through these lists fairly quick because these are getting released as we speak. So I'm pretty sure it's starting with the girls that are getting released.
It should.
And then it will kind of talk along, and then others will get released as we go along. So keep checking the website. You'll be able to see the stuff pop up. Like I said, we're just going to briefly go over some of these. So at 100 pounds, I'm not surprised who's on top. Right. Brooke Corrigan.
Yeah.
She
did get second last year, but that was a
Brooke,
great match.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Get second.
Top
notch. Love the Corrigans. I've been around those guys, and she's always been just as mean as her brother. Just as mean as Shane on the mat, and just kind of how they carry themselves as far as competition. So not surprised there. Dylan Albrecht.
Yeah.
Not totally familiar with Dylan.
Yeah. Her older sister Devlin, I think, is really well.
Okay. Really yes.
And she beat Kat Cook in freestyle this year. So girls are hard to do because I want to be correct for folk style.
Yeah.
But freestyle is what they're going to be doing in college. And if I say I'm going to be a college driven rankings, like for college coaches, I need to do it a little bit more for the for the females.
So my question then, okay, because this is a freshman, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So do you then, this is where you would kind of do a dive. Okay. Did she ever wrestle someone that this
Right.
person's wrestled or
Yeah, then I
whatever?
do a
Because
track
they're all going to
wrestling
wind
deep
up
dive.
eventually, because there's no real, I mean, maybe there's an age group tournament or something like
Right.
that they get really separated from, but
Mhm.
obviously they're going to have an opportunity to wrestle other girls that these girls have wrestled at some of the national tournaments and
Right.
things.
Right. And
So-
most of the really good girls do
Yeah.
wrestle juniors when
Yeah.
they're 16U
Yeah.
because they can, like, and that's sometimes how they get the best competition. So
I think that's I think the big difference, and I don't know if you can call it a good or bad thing, but like with the girls side, that there isn't too much of a division where these guys get a chance to kind of go against a lot of the time, putting it on the line against the top wrestlers.
Oh yeah,
not only in the state but in the country.
Right.
You know, so they not being divided up by a Division 1, Division 2,
Yeah.
Division 3. You're going to get whoever you got in the state, and then plus, you know, then some.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And kudos to the girls. I think, have you happened to see numbers lately? The numbers went up again.
Yeah, they did. I think. I can see them.
It's awesome.
I'm pretty sure I heard.
I saw an article somewhere about it, but okay. So we just kind of bring up the freshman thing, just kind of curious, you know, because it's a difference in schedules and difference in,
right,
you know, who you see, who you don't see. But I see there is another one behind her, Cassidy O'Connell.
Yeah.
Out of Regis Altoona.
Yeah.
Some other notables in this one. Take a look. Ava Lord. I'm very familiar with that name. Let's see, Ruby Brandt. I know of her out of Horicon. Some good kids. So just Ava's on the watch list, and so is Ruby.
Yeah.
But now don't get me wrong, you got to look at their credentials. So I mean, stay qualified and then also going against a lot of other like Challenge Series champions and
yeah.
you know, things like that. So it all balances out. That looks pretty good at 100.
Yeah.
But Jackie Zuniga, I hope I pronounce that right. Hopefully, some of these I try to say really quick to see if I pull it off, and sometimes I don't. But it's a pretty decent list you got here.
Yeah, it's like I said, it was a lot of work, like just trying to see, and if they don't, the girls especially, if they don't wrestle in the off season, most of the time the girls either stay the same weight the whole time or they go down.
Right,
like they don't go up usually.
No kidding.
It's weird. Like I was just noticing, like,
is that state specific, or
I
think that's been kind of all over?
I think it's a genetic kind of thing.
So my question to you is: you have two different watch lists in girls. You have one that's I'm looking.
That's not like after 17 is not published.
Okay, gotcha.
Sorry, I sent you the whole.
That's fine. So that's fine. I want to make sure that I don't say anything because
for the girls,
that's still a good list.
Oh yeah, the bottom is still good too.
That's on the outside looking in.
Yeah,
like holy cow. Okay, I'm not telling you guys those. Maybe if you guys want to chat about it, maybe you can bring it up there.
Yeah,
I gotta check and see if we have any questions. That's good. Let's see here. Go to 107. No surprise there. Number one, even number two, Ava Gardner.
Oh yeah.
No surprise. Taylor Whiting, number one, out of Lena. Obviously the list there is long.
Yeah.
2023 WWC Challenge Series first in WIA Challenge Series there.
Another first.
Yeah,
everything's first for her. I don't even know if she has any.
Nope. Not that I can see. Ava Gardner. Isabel Sonnentag.
Yeah. Why does this not have the results for their WIA?
I don't know.
Oh, you gotta drag it down.
Oh,
hopefully I didn't mess that up for the post. I'll have to fix that if I did.
Well, there you go, folks. You're getting it real time.
Yeah.
You're getting it real time here. Unless you watch it recorded when this is done, then you're not getting it real time.
Yeah.
Good list.
Yeah, this was pretty deep, and then got a couple freshmen too, Alexa Thomas.
Yep.
And Lily Baker, and you've had Brad Baker on here.
Yep. Those are and honestly, those are the only girls without credentials because they're so young.
Oh yeah.
The rest of this is like
everybody's got some kind of experience.
So folks, pay attention to 107 this year.
Yeah.
And girls, because this is gonna get fun.
Yeah.
And you, like you said, Lily Baker, and just looking at the girls that are the newer girls, the younger girls, that they're good.
Yeah.
There's no slouch there. Wow.
Yeah, it seems like interesting youth movement is coming because the girls that are coming up are really good.
Are they?
the 7th grade.
Are they testing the senior waters a little bit?
I don't know about that good.
No?
But they're getting pretty good. Like they're gonna be really high coming in as freshmen next year. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The 8th grade class coming in this year will be.
Do you have any? Do you do a girls commitment list? Did you ever do one of those?
For
I guess I never paid attention.
College.
Yeah.
It's with the boys. Like I go D1 college, D2 college, D3. Then I go NAI, JUCO, and then I go girls.
I guess I didn't even look in the girls section. I mean, I've looked at the rankings.
On the same list, yeah.
I guess I've never tried to open them up to like.
Right.
Okay. All right. Next weight, like I said, we're going to buzz along through these weights here. We're not going to spend too much time because they are getting released as we talk, so you guys will be able to see them. Because we're going to talk about things in between here too, so we don't want to ruin anyone's time waiting for someone's name to be specifically listed here, but because we do want to talk about some of the rule changes, those will be coming up, but we'll touch on those when we get to the boys. But so we did 107, 114 is the next weight. If I gotta get my bottom thing out of my way here. Okay, there we go.
Another not a surprise.
Yeah, not a surprise all the way through. Again, one younger than Dalen Cody. I've never heard of her.
Yeah, she's good.
Okay,
freshman from
Princeton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I checked up on her, and like it's really, like I said, it's really hard to. But she's good in both styles.
Yeah,
so kind of has a little bit to do.
Looks like got a couple girls here that can make some noise.
Yeah.
That's cool. So number 1, we got Angie Bianchi. Not surprised. 2 Rivers. She will be a junior this year.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, we have Ava Peters. Not surprised there.
Right.
Pulaski. She's also going to be a junior this year. Both made it to state last year and the year before. Mm-hmm. Both different weights. Which is weird because what Angie stayed because she was at 114. She's been at 114.
Yeah.
A couple years in a row, and Ava was at 107 for a couple years. Now she's up at 114. So
yeah,
you were mentioning that it's just kind of it's different. The girls they lose weight.
Yeah, they stay
drop.
At the weight. Yeah, they stay at the weight a lot. It seems
That's
like
crazy.
It's very different. Like boys, I usually just add them up.
Yeah,
put them two weight classes above. Usually,
Yeah,
just seems to be what they are. Unless they come in a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
then they usually stay around where they are. But if they're 120. 126 no doubt
so that's got to make your job a little easier.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I mean, a little,
right?
They're still changing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's also like hard to tell, like, are they cutting for these events? Wolbert
I don't
probably
think
did.
So
Wolbert probably didn't make 38 for the duels though. I mean,
right
I mean, because he's been wrestling 44. So it's just like it's like I said, it's a guessing game. If I'm wrong, just politely let me know.
Yep.
And I'll get it changed immediately.
You do have an email listed in there to send corrections.
Yeah.
And so people, by all means, if spellings, if they beat someone, if someone beat someone that he didn't know about, because like you said, he tries to reach out to everybody. He tries to get to as many kids as he can to get the information so it's correct. It's not trying to just I'm just a dude putting rankings together and I don't know. He knows a good amount of these kids and especially a large amount of the coaches that are on the teams, but just let him know. Let them know if there's something wrong. A little more down the list. We got it's hard to read your highlighted numbers here. Number 6 is Anna. Is it Kryzan?
Kryzan, yeah.
Kryzan. Brinley Miller's next, and then you got Madeline Gazda,
yeah.
Grace Holguin, Mariana Miller, Shelby Garcia. Nice.
Yeah,
that's a good list of kids here. Very cool. Yeah, and even again, the kids looking on the outside, you're not far off, man.
Right.
Not far off. So don't if you're like, oh, where is welcome? They're probably on the list.
Yeah.
They're just not far off. There's always a reason. There's a reason why certain kids. I mean, just look at Liam and Caleb. Those guys go back and forth in certain ways. Now they're just completely separated.
Right.
But,
yeah.
But it was back and forth. He was, Liam was ahead on one and behind on another one.
Yeah.
So it's everybody has a different kind of variation of exactly what they're doing, but obviously all are respected.
Yeah.
So 120, and we got not surprised here. Number 1, we got MJ Newman. This is 120 pounds girls. And again, for anybody that's out of state, we're talking about Wisconsin high school rankings right now. I'm not cool enough to get like Willie on, you know.
Yeah, I'm all you got rankings.
Sorry. This is me and Zach hanging out in my basement.
Willie wants to call in, he can.
Yeah. Hey, by any means, if anybody's got my number, they want to call in, talk about rankings, I will get you on the show. Because I can hook you up Bluetooth, we'll put you on. So if you got some comments to make, you're probably getting text messages already. If you got comments to make, and I know you, call me up, let me know. We can talk about some rankings if you think something looks bunk.
Yeah.
But on his last name is Crease. Like Dijon mustard. Thanks, Teague.
Yeah.
Teague Fenwick, Wisconsin Wrestler Podcast.
Yeah.
Appreciate you listening
in. The local name.
The name dude.
Yeah.
The name dude.
He knows how to pronounce them.
I put the hammer down on Skiba.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to put the hammer down on Skiba. Knew the guy for way too long.
Yeah. I was saying it like a hick. It's all right.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
But no, thanks, Teague. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Keep them coming, Teague, because I know I'm going to butcher a lot more.
Yeah. And maybe we'll call you when we talk about some of the rules, because you guys just had an episode talking about them last night. But we're kind of doing a little bit of both. So it's different. So Teague and I have this thing where we worry about, are we going to be doing kind of the same thing? Right. We don't want to inundate you guys with the same information, the same stuff, the same content. Sometimes it's a little of the same, but I'm different.
Right.
Like my brain works different than like Teague's does when talking, and he holds way more information than I ever will.
Oh yeah.
But we kind of always discuss, like, I think I was going to tell him the other night, I was like, yeah, we're going to talk about rules too, but I was like, why tell them on this one? It's going to be way different.
Yeah.
Like that was their focus. We're like, we're going to mix it all in. Like I said, we're going to talk rankings. We're going to talk it all. But it's good to know that Teague's watching. Yeah. Outside looking in on all these are really good. But what did we say? MJ Newman, Kaylin Whittier.
Yeah. Got third last year.
I guess I didn't even. Yeah. I didn't even pay attention to that name.
Yeah.
Because she's qualified every year.
Yeah. She's
placed not every year, though.
No, she placed the first year and qualified and placed.
Didn't place 2023. Okay.
There's a lot of them. Like
I wasn't familiar with that one.
The Nina girl, Kylie Krzyzewski. I don't know.
Krzyzewski?
Yeah, Krzyzewski.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm good with consonants for me.
That's fine. I'm not gonna spend too much.
She got sixth as a freshman, then didn't place last year. But she's been wrestling lighter. Maybe she was wrestling too heavy last year. It's a lot of stuff. I don't know.
Zoe Lick.
She was 26 last year, and now she's wrestling 20 a lot. So
yeah. Interesting. That'd be, I think I'm going to do that for an episode one time. I want to talk to, like, when I talk to the next, like, female athlete I have on, like, senior level.
Yeah.
I want to talk to them about weight.
Yeah.
Like more about it. Not just asking them how much they eat, all that other stuff. But how compared to, like, you watch these guys and cutting all the time, like how does it balance for you? But all right, noted. Like I said, Zoe Lick, that's a name I've known. I mean, obviously we know her brother as well.
Yeah.
But Hannah Huza, very familiar with that. And okay, Kerchevsky.
Okay, got it.
Thanks, Teague. Good, just he's on it.
Yeah,
he's on it. Kerchevsky.
Sorry, lady, for messing up all your names.
Sorry, ladies. And again, when outside looking inside, this is another great list. Driving to Fargo for pole vaulting, so can't chat live. Yeah, drives. You should actually be talking on your phone, not texting, Teague.
He's talk texting, I'm sure.
Just to let you know. So it's safer to actually call us, Teague, by the way. Anywho. Get another good one. Outside looking in, there's some good names in here. Okay. 126. What rules changed for the girls this year? Did you see that?
I would think it's the same, right?
I thought there were there. I couldn't remember if there are any specific girls ones. Sorry.
I did not see any specific.
Sorry, girls wrestling. If I could have, I thought there were some specific girls ones, but maybe not.
I don't see them.
They're
getting everything, like the 3-point and the near fall and everything too.
We're considered to be in bounds of 2 total supporting points if either wrestler were inside the boundary line. The 2 supporting points. Blah blah blah. All right, we'll get to those in a minute.
Yeah.
126. Delia Collins, very familiar with that name.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's done well.
Haley Fletcher.
Yep. Familiar with that name. Wow, this whole list is pretty stacked right here.
Yeah. 126 is pretty good weight.
Yeah. Two younger girls, one senior that's in there that doesn't have credentials yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not far off. Hopefully, she can pull something off this year. But
yeah,
Kit Elsacker. I'm
Yeah.
going with Elsacker.
From
And then Jalen Bowe.
Yeah.
Yeah, two youngest ones, the only ones without any kind of background yet.
Yeah.
But outside looking in, this one's a little well, it's a little spread out. You got some empty spaces here, but this one's a little more of a challenge for some of these guys coming out because you do have a pretty stacked group above you, but
Yeah.
still decent girls here. Brenna Marsh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Emily McCarthy, I think she's going to do better this year.
She might be graduated. This, like I said, I sent you the list that.
Yeah,
was
maybe she is graduated.
Yeah,
could be wrong.
Like,
let us know.
Yeah,
it's Kimberly right next door. How do we not know that?
Yeah.
Well, we're idiots. How are we not doing this? But okay, so let's go to 132. No. Maddie Peach. No surprise there.
Yeah.
No surprise there. Maddie Peach. She has been
a lot of returning.
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah. There's a lot of older kids in this one. Yeah, for sure. But Maddie's been on fire.
Yeah.
She's been killing it. A lot of these girls have. Mm-hmm. It's amazing to me. And I guess not totally amazing, but when looking at some of the out of season stuff and just watching some of the results and how many of these Wisconsin girls are, I don't care if you're on top, making the podium. I mean, because girls wrestling is getting tougher and tougher like every year. So just how many of the girls actually make the podium is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So that's good to see. And just looking at the competition here with this upper class stacked weight class right here is just holy cow.
Yeah.
Man. And again, the ones that are towards the bottom are mainly younger.
Oh yeah.
They didn't quite place yet. It's mainly younger kids.
Two freshmen in this one as well.
Yep. Addison Olsen, number 4. That's a good one. I remember watching her. Nice. This is another good group.
Yeah.
One I'll be watching that's on the watch list. I'm gonna be watching Stella Pettit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. She's been coming on like she's like a late bloomer.
Yeah.
Not placed much until this year, and then placed in both folk style and freestyle state.
Right. Let's take a look at 138 quick. Not surprised there, Lily Banks. Yeah. She won it last year. Riley Hanrahan. That's okay. Did they wrestle each other?
Yeah, they were.
Was that the finals? Okay, yeah.
I think it was like 5-2.
Now looking at the results right there, it's pretty obvious that they wrestled each other. But I was gonna say that I gotta watch that match again because I'm pretty sure that was was the score? 5-2.
I think
that had to have been a good match.
Oh yeah,
man. Haley Berg Bondwell can't bad night at that one either.
Yeah,
man. Again, just 2 sophomores.
Yeah,
and those guys, you got those guys up at 5 and 6.
Oh yeah, I mean,
okay.
Well, they I don't know, like there must have been a stacked sectional or something because they only took the 1 from every sectional. I think this year they're going to take top 2 now because there's 8 sectionals now.
Yeah.
So
Madeline Faulkner is going to be one I'll be watching. She's on the watch list, everyone, that you can see.
Right. Yeah, don't get into the other list.
Yeah, right. That's why I don't bring names up out of those. I'm just saying that's the outside looking in list, and this one's all right.
Yeah. Well, this one's like got 16 really good girls. Like this is the first one where it's like, like even Jessie Holton Rossi.
Yeah.
I think she could be higher, but she just hadn't had the credentials either.
Yep. Man, these girls brackets keep getting better and better every year. And even with some of the seniors that will graduate, that's still like some of these weight classes are still going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, I mean this one only has 2 ranked seniors.
Yeah, yep.
So that's
jumping to 145. No surprise, Carly Keschker. It's good to see her starting to get some workout down by our friend CJ Vroman.
Yeah,
at first their training facility. Yeah, she's been doing some conditioning with him. The guy's an animal. When I first met him, he's still a stock little guy, you know, but just a brick shit house.
Yeah.
He is stacked now.
You know, is
like I'm afraid of you, CJ.
Is he related to the Breyer Roman or whatever?
That
Winnicott, I think is where.
No, that's a different Roman.
Okay. I was just curious.
So that's
because he was in my rankings.
I think that's Bob Vroman's kid.
Oh, okay.
I think. I can't remember, but that's Winnicott. That Roman family is different than CJ's. I know those guys pretty well.
Yeah, these top 3 at this weight though are Chesker,
Oh.
Skinador, and LaRue. They're all real tough. And Olson's good. Andrews good.
Skinador.
Yeah, this one's a pretty stacked weight as well.
Man. Holy cow.
2-time runner-up is ranked 5th.
It's pretty much all juniors and seniors except for Skinador.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Yeah, that's man. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one.
Girls are bringing it this year.
Oh yeah,
girls are bringing it this year. I'll list off a couple other names here quick, just so Leah Lawrence is number 7. Kylie Miller. This is 145, guys. 145 girls. Sophia Paulson is number 10. And then one on the watch list that I'll be watching is Haley Ferrari.
Okay.
Not that Ferrari.
Yeah,
different Ferrari, folks.
Yeah, the Huracan Ferraris.
Yeah, the good Ferrari, not the strange and odd, attention-seeking Ferrari. Okay, so that was 145. We're gonna jump to 152. Haley Krieger.
Yeah.
Guess who that was?
Right. Yeah.
It's our female athlete of the year.
Yeah, for sure. She'd probably be next year when she's a 4-timer.
Yeah. Just unreal. The wow. Yeah. First, all the way from 2022.
Yeah.
Man. Madeline Sokolsky, also not a stranger to that name. She's also got a decent background. I hate using like the word pedigree.
Yeah.
It's not even girls or guys. I hate using that. They're not dogs.
Right.
They're athletes. You know, they're not, you know, everybody's, I got that dog in me. It's not that kind of dog, you know, like, okay. So we got Sokolsky, Teeny Lemieux, Sturgeon Bay, Sevastopol. I think it's Sevastopol. I think I heard Teague saying that way once.
He'll tell us if it's wrong.
He will. He'll text us in a minute. Sheeter Mayer.
Yeah.
Mackenzie. She's really making that last name. You could slip up on that.
Oh yeah, we had one Sheeter Meyer.
Right? Yeah, and that's Mayer. Sheeter Mayer.
Yeah.
Like you could slip up on that first part and say something.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to say. But
all 4 are up on the website now. So
all 4,
like the 3 divisions
rankings are up, folks.
Yeah, so
they'll probably just tune out now.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck you guys. Outside or watch list on this one I'm going to be watching is going to be Miriam Alberts.
Yeah,
I'm going to watch her and see how she does this year. Her last go around.
Yeah,
you know, she's got a good person to kind of run with a little bit in the room.
Right.
You know, I know there's a little bit of weight difference, but I mean, hey, somebody can get some advice from.
I'm sure Taylor goes with her anyway.
Yeah, right. Right. I'm sure. All right. We're going to jump to 165. It's Liam's weight class. Look at that. Liam's right on top.
I'll just put Liam at every weight. He's like Dylon.
Just in the girls, though.
It's like Dylon from that Diddy show. Did you ever see that?
No.
To name the top 5 best rappers, he's like Dylon.
No.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
It's a meme and everything. I think it might have been Dave Chappelle that made it like that, but it was still funny.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, we can't get it onto that show because I'll be on here all day.
All right. We just got into 165. Liam Crook is on top at number 1.
Right.
I'm just kidding. Siriana. These names.
Yeah.
We're getting creative.
Yeah.
I think we're in a realm of where people are tired of like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
you know, stuff like that. Yeah. Kind of getting away from the usual.
Yeah, she's a 2-time champ that didn't win it. That didn't even place last year. This was a hard one to rank.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Kayla Craig. She seems to be progressing.
Yeah.
Qualified to 5th. Maybe she can make a go of it the last couple of years here. Hannah Burnt. That sounds familiar to me. I remember that name.
Yeah, she just had a brother that graduated last year, I think.
Yep. So. Okay. My watch list, who I'm gonna watch. That's quite the list down there. Those guys could come back and make some serious improvements. I'm gonna go with Bryn Schmidt out of Hortonville. Well, freshman.
I don't know.
Come on up.
I know her brother's at Hortonville,
Yeah.
so I'm assuming she's going to be at Hortonville.
Yeah.
So she's from New London, so maybe
yeah.
So maybe she stays there for
maybe
practice partners.
Well, and New London's got a pretty decent girl.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, so does Hortonville's got
either way. I'm going with
pretty good girls. Oh yeah,
I'm going with Brent Schmidt. I'm going to watch her. Good freshman coming up. Heard some stuff about her in the off season.
Yeah.
All right, now we are on 185. No surprise, Brooke Huffman.
Yeah.
Just so everybody's aware, Brooke was an extremely close second.
Oh, for the
to female of the year. So again, I
Okay.
didn't just do it where I did a vote on social media. I wanted to get like honest opinions about, like from coaches and things like that. So I coaches, other wrestlers, so I asked questions, and I even wound up reaching out to people who were like, I don't know. I don't know her well enough to tell you. You know, so it took a minute to be able to talk to some people, but Brooke, I've known Brooke for a while, and she is, man, if there is anybody that I've never seen her look like she's under pressure on the mat, like her face.
Yeah.
I'm a people watcher.
Yeah.
I did comedy for a while. So I kind of watch everything in certain matches. Like I already know how you wrestle. Well, now I'm going to watch something else. I'm going to watch how your feet move, and I'm going to watch how your face reacts to certain things. There's no reaction. Right. I think there's a couple times where, maybe something hurt and she's like, like that. But it's like there's nothing phases her a whole lot on the mat.
Even killed the whole.
And she probably told me, like, that's bull crap, because like I'm under pressure the whole time. Right. I'm sure you are. I'm just saying you don't show it.
Yeah,
that's all.
Might have spelled her name wrong. Her mom sent me a message at the end of the year last year. I don't know if I fixed
Brooks.
It. Yeah,
it's an E on that.
I didn't,
dude.
So I'll get it right eventually.
Just go back through the messages and look and see what it was, and then just correct it. He just likes to hear from you guys. Yeah. That's the whole reason.
Just want to make sure they're watching.
That's really what the mistakes, if there are any, that's why they're in there. Because he wants to hear from you guys.
Let me know how bad I'm messing up. That's great.
I'm gonna check and see if we have comments. Sometimes no comments. That's good. Just Teague texting us. He's probably the only one watching.
That's all right. Just doing it for Teague.
Just Teague. This show has been brought to you for Teague. All right, I'm gonna pull up the rest of the rankings here. So we got 185. Brooke Huffman. Sorry guys, we don't want to leave anybody out. Killian Kiernan. I just picked that name out because it hit me in the face like it was a leprechaun.
Yeah.
Like Killian Kiernan just wanted Irish. You're Irish. She's at number 5. We have Destiny. Is that I'm gonna go with Dusterbeck.
There you go. That's probably how I'd say.
Dusterbeck. Yeah. Dusterbeck. Number 6. We'll jump down to number 10 is Savannah Jones, and my watch list watcher. Sophia Walter. I'm gonna watch her.
Okay.
Holman
action.
I tell you this much. I do pay attention to a lot of what the Holman women's wrestling team has going on social media.
Yeah.
They're pretty active.
Yeah.
And the stuff that obviously their coach is why do I forget? He's gonna kick me and punch me in the balls if I see him again. I can't remember the coach's name. Teague, send me a text. I can't remember.
Carl DeLuca.
Thank you. No, Teague, don't text me. Why didn't you just say it?
I thought you were gonna get there.
Let me go.
You were gonna get there.
Let me go along. That's fine. Thanks.
I was wanting you to get it on your own.
Carl has done an awesome job there, and watching that team develop has been awesome.
Yeah.
They're getting they're good.
Oh yeah.
They're super good. What was there was an announcement about the girls state tournament's going to be,
I think it's the next year they're going to have a team state.
Yes, that's what it was. No, I'm excited to see that.
And I think they are going to acknowledge the team, the state champ from the individual this year.
Yeah,
I think.
Really?
Yeah.
So are they gonna? Do you think? Did they say anything about it, or do you think they're gonna have it at the barn?
They haven't said, but I don't think so. I think they're looking for. There's no way you can fit another. You can't go 4 wide.
No.
There,
Nope, you can't.
Yeah, you can go 3,
but their own weekend.
Yeah.
In the barn.
Huh?
They said their own weekend though in the barn.
I
don't know. What'd you do?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Couldn't tell you. Oh, I know why. Hold on. Stay there.
Uh-oh, did I kick someone?
Everybody's gonna be like, "What's he doing down there?"
Yeah, I'm gonna back up. No.
You should back up. Not making that mistake again. To make sure we're still on.
Yeah.
All right, we're still on. We're live. Okay.
Right.
Woo. Okay. No, sorry, folks. The last I just got a little notification that like my computer was dying. And it could die. Who knows? I just plugged it in literally now, so we'll find out.
Yeah.
But okay, so we're gonna jump over to what's the next weight we're at in girls? Yeah, heavyweight.
Yeah.
You're gonna jump over to heavyweight in girls. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah.
All right, 235. Madison Burns. Not surprised.
Right.
Wow. Credentials.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
2-time champ and a fifth placer.
Again, another stacked weight class.
Yeah.
So, but the other question I have though too is obviously that some of this is coming from a lot of these girls were just starting as this girls thing started.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, obviously these are all the girls that have been coming up through this all along. So these guys have all been putting work in,
right.
You know, all been doing spectacular and getting better every single time. So girls, all you guys that are on the list, you know, especially heavyweight here, Isabel Raby. I'm gonna say Rebby because I don't want to say Raby.
Yeah,
Reby. We'll go Reby.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's probably
close.
Close.
Callie Davis. Jumped down to Regan Ziegler. She's down at number 8. Watch list. I'm gonna watch Mercedes Cruz.
Okay.
Nice freshman coming out of West up here.
Yeah.
I know that they've got a decent program as far as just wrestling in general.
Right.
So it'd be nice to see some fresh faces.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Well, those are all up on the website if you guys want to take a look at them more in depth. But
Yep. As long as we're still feeding live too.
Yeah.
I have this issue with because again, I had to rehook everything up. Right.
Yeah.
The one most important component is having this.
Oh yeah.
And I did it the last time I had an episode with Nick Siriano. I screwed it up and I didn't plug my computer and had it all set up perfectly so I could just sit in the chair, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't plug my computer in. And forth.
It's making the beeping now.
It is doing that sound.
Well, you know, could be part 2.
Are we still on YouTube? You should be able to check that out quick. Oh boy. Okay, so let's talk boys. You check and see if we're on there still.
Yeah, I'm looking.
And we're gonna talk boys. So we close this out. We're gonna go D3 boys. And again, we're gonna jump through these. Sounds like we're still going. Yep. Okay. All right. So, all right, boys, 106, Division 3. We are looking at Regan Roy, 106. He's number 1, grade 10, 48-12 record out of Crandon. Took 4th in 2024. Must have had a bunch of guys graduate out of there.
Wabino or Leona.
Wabino.
Yeah, Wabino.
Leona.
You said Crandon.
Well, that's the regional.
Oh, okay,
sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't read the school. I was just reading the regional.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
he got 4th last year.
Okay. I was gonna say there's a lot of young guys in this one.
Yeah.
Must have had a big graduating class or something.
Yeah, I mean, or a lot of them have gone up actually because Underwood, you know.
I suppose I get screwed up by that too because I mean Liam started big.
Yeah, there
was no progression, right away. So I forget a lot of you guys do go through that progression. You start at like 106 or 113 and gradually grow. You're not just like bam right into 165. Taylor Underwood. That's a young name. That sounds familiar, but that's a young name, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of these guys. Carson Weiler. I know Carson.
Yeah.
I know of Carson, I should say. I know his brother better.
Yeah.
So Weiler, that'll be a fun one to watch. What else we got here?
Xander
Miller. Yeah. Yep. He's out of Brilliant.
Yeah.
They moved there.
Yep.
Let's go. Okay. So, I mean, that's again, a lot of the guys in 106
graders,
are young. I know of some of them, obviously, but I know Weiler's going to make some noise, and I know Mueller's probably going to be just as loud.
Yeah.
I know those guys well. We'll get to know all these other guys. So that's 106 at D3, 113. Oh, let's see here. Blake Underwood, obviously we know.
Right.
That's not surprising that he's up there. Parker Spearings. It's good to see him moving up. Was he number 2 last year?
Yeah, he got 5th last year.
No, I'm just talking about rankings.
Oh, rankings, yeah.
Was he up there?
Yeah, okay. He was pretty high up there. I mean,
so he hasn't moved much.
No. Yeah, I mean, there's
Lincoln Buyer. I know Lincoln. Okay.
With the schools moving up too, like you just took 2.
Oh, that's right.
You took 2 schools that are always going to have basically people in these rankings.
That's right. Yeah. I forgot all about that.
Fenimore and Coleman
move stuff around.
And then Prairie du Chien should be D3 this year. They're D2 because of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's like the super division now. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like 1 or 2 teams extra or something.
See if they keep coming up though, it'd be interesting.
If you guys have questions about that, Teague and Steve did a map that they have up on their, I believe on their on their site, their Facebook page that they posted out. So you can see where all these guys are located out of, and they actually have them. It's kind of nice. They have them actually, I don't know, what do you call it? Map marked.
Heat map.
Heat maps. So you can tell where they're actually at, and they've got them color coded. So props to those guys for doing that. Wisconsin Wrestler Podcast. Teague and Steve. Job, guys.
Yeah, they do good things, that's for sure.
Okay. Slater Valley. I'm familiar with that name on the watch list.
Yeah.
This is 113 again, D3. I'm going to watch. Find a young guy here. It's a sophomores and seniors, though.
Yeah, that's all there is in the.
Oh, let's see what happens with Slater.
Yeah.
Slater Valley. It's a senior year.
Yeah.
Mineral Point sectional or regional. C sectional. Okay. All right. Moving along.
C-sectional just sounded funny.
Mineral Point. Yeah. Okay. So not surprised on this whole lineup right here. And this top 5 are pretty solid guys, man. I mean, Koji Campbell's number 1. No surprise there.
Right.
3-time state champ.
Yeah.
Can't argue that. The Waterloo Regional. He's out of Kenosha, St. Joseph. Martez Sherd.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do this. This was hard to.
As I told you, I didn't look at any of these yet. So sure. I'm seeing these for the first time too, folks. And I actually have like the spreadsheets to look at here.
Yeah.
And what? So you have Martez above Aiden Grolke.
Yeah. Grunfelder.
I'm sorry, Grunfelder and Grolke. Sorry about that. What?
I know it is hard.
Nothing against Martez, and Sherd knows this. I'm just looking at this and knowing that
Grunfelder is coming up 2 weights. That's the only thing, and Martez is going to be a big 20, I think.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. That kid's always been kind of stacked. And I'm not questioning his strength or anything like that. It's just kind of it's a state champ, and I know he was light, but still. Okay. All right.
Like I said, this one was hard. 2 through 4, like even Braden Johnson,
Yeah.
Obviously he's not going to be above Grunfelder, but I mean, I could see it where Martez could be below him.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and this is all educated guesses.
Yeah.
So
the Pecatonica.
Yeah.
There's some of that, and I love the fact that these guys have wrestling teams.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But Pecatonica, Argyle.
Yeah, from like in Indiana, we don't do these small schools. Like not every town gets a damn school like they do here. Oh, you got 5 people, you get a school.
You get a school.
It's like Oprah drove through here and just said, "You get a school, you get a school." Like it's crazy.
Oh, like man.
So it's awesome, but like I can see why they have class wrestling though. Like
yeah, and honestly, I think we get a little crazy with our football divisions.
Yeah,
I don't even understand it fully to argue it, but hearing that we have 7 divisions, I think it was like, come on, guys.
Yeah,
really, come on. Anyways, I don't know football. Trying to see some other names here because, like I said, folks, we're brushing through these guys. These are live now.
Yeah,
on the website.
Like
I'm not too
Riley
familiar.
Sheard guy from Waiwega, he was hurt all last year. He was pretty good the previous 2 years. 61 and 26 career record.
Yep. I'm gonna be watching Landon Obermiller.
Yeah.
Yep. Gonna be. You're on watch, Landon.
Get ready.
Okay. 126. So high five, Koji. Martez, I think you should be number 3, but he gave me reason to say that you should be number 2. So we'll go with that. It's cool. I'm definitely not going to doubt anybody's abilities.
Right.
Just that seemed a little weird.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 126. Logan Miller, no surprise.
Right. I mean, Brilliant down in D3 for the first time too. So see if he can finally get his state title. He's been second, fifth.
Well, he did come way up to 120.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, and I'm going to explain something here, and people aren't going to like this one because
right.
he's not the only one.
Yeah.
And he's a small kid. Dad's small guy.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think a lot of times you see a lot of kids again that were cutting a lot back in the day to win stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people would try to talk about, I'm not doing this to win tournaments I just want him to get better.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I wish I could believe every single person that ever said that,
right,
that had a kid that was crying in the corner because his dad just got done screaming at him because he lost. Right. So I understand the sentiment and wanting to have your kids feel success at a big level,
mm-hmm.
you know, or at a big tournament and things like that. Cause I was trying to do the same thing for Liam.
Right.
I just came to my senses a lot just before we did things.
Yeah.
You know, so the expectations were low. We didn't drop weight.
Right.
Liam did not cut weight.
Yeah.
Like there's no if, and, or but. If we're going to a national tournament, maybe it's a pound or 2, right? So that was, we cut milk out for the week. That was it for cereal and shit.
Yeah.
So, and we've talked about this before on the show, but at the same point though, too, we wrestled him up. You know, we weren't trying to wrestle the same age and 15 pounds lighter and 20 pounds lighter and stuff like that at 12, 11 years old.
Oh yeah, I get it.
I think a lot of the effects of I'm not saying Logan or that Ryan, you know, made Logan cut 30,000 pounds when he was young. There are a couple kids I could name that I know happened with, but I think a lot of that happens when, you know, just the struggle of strength. Right. I think because technically Logan's he's technically a sound wrestler. He's not a bad wrestler. It's just that size jump is like, holy cow. Yeah. 106 to 120 is crazy. And then like Liam wrestling at US Open, he weighs 165. He's wrestling 80 kilos.
Oh yeah.
That's like 177 or 173 or something, 176.
Yeah, I think.
Those guys are all cutting from like 190.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know, and sometimes you just gotta, is it all worth it?
Yeah, the first kid he chest strapped. I'm surprised he could get his arms around his chest.
Right.
It's huge.
So it's crazy to see the difference and just the growth and in the rate that these guys talking about the girls before how they drop, and he went from 106 to 120. Like, oh yeah, holy shit! Like that's almost like a culture shock when it comes to wrestling. It's a change up, but
yeah.
Roger Fleege, no surprise there out of Aquinas. 4th, huh? That's it. Well, I guess I'm a little surprised.
These 2.
Yeah.
Over Orloff?
Over Mueller.
Oh, you think he should be above Miller?
Yeah. No. Okay. All right. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna argue. I mean, honestly, I'm just looking at it as like
D2. It's D2 against D3 ranking.
I know, but I'm also talking about the wrestlers themselves. I know those two. Like to me, those two, the divisions don't matter. I think they're both like to me.
Right.
They're right there with each other. But anyways. Mason Dewing, I'm familiar with him. Very familiar with him. He's number 4.
Yeah.
5th at 120. Crandon, he's gonna do good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Watch list. Jumping right down there. I'm gonna go with Liam Carey.
Yeah, freshman.
Yeah. His brother's Rowan.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a good partner, someone, you know, to look up to that's, you know, you got someone decent in your corner.
Yeah.
Mason Demreth is another good one to watch, but I'm gonna watch Liam. I vaguely remember seeing him wrestle a bad match when he was younger. I mean, just as a kid, but I mean, he had some struggles, but he's going to be good in high school. Good. Mm-hmm. Liam Carey, that was 126 in this D3. Now we're going 132. Wyatt Unser, not surprised. Bob Huntley. So I guess what I might
have the previous state is Two Rivers B, so I got to fix that one.
What I might do is because a lot of the top 3s and 4s are going to be what you know.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to start with the other guys right away because I don't know some of those guys.
Right.
You know, I kind of want to see what's coming up. Alex Penscover.
He's a freshman from Aquinas. He's good.
No, I know he's good. I'm just looking at the other kids that are above him.
Right. They're all placed.
I was,
Yeah, it's hard.
I know. I was like, oh,
you do it on some of them, and then you're like,
there are guys that I think that sometimes guys could beat on paper, right? Just kind of looking at it, and it's like, would I like to see him one more up?
I think you go.
I've done this to you before too.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like,
I think you could go 2 more. I'm just saying, like,
you could go 2
this
more.
is hard to.
Yeah, it is. And they placed. I mean, you can't take it away from a state placer. You can't, but God, Pensacola is going to do well. Okay, watch list right away. Let's take a look here. Parker Melsna. Let's and this isn't going to be a young guy. It's going to be a junior.
Yeah.
I have mentioned his name before in the past. I like to watch him wrestle. He's a fun, scrappy little kid. I'm gonna watch him. Watch list for sure.
Yeah.
That's odd. It's weird. Get off the watch list, Parker.
Yeah, they're
I'm a little surprised you're on the watch list, but get off it.
Yeah, there's some that like the Jackson, I don't know how to say that. Which one? The kid from Bondwell.
Oh, Bogots.
Bogots, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he went from 13 all the way to 32 at the tournament in the Dells.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so I was like, oh man.
Sucks.
It's hard to tell if they're actually training or if they're just, going out there. Okay, this is the weight I'm at.
All right, 138. Again, top 3 right away. Brody Meese, Isaiah Sanchez. I don't know Swain Stencil.
Yeah, he placed for the first time last year.
Okay.
6 at 32. And Netter from Stratford.
So then down, and so on here, I'm only seeing top 8. You only have top 8.
Yeah, D2 and 3 only get top 8.
Okay. Have you always done that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Memory bad. There's just always going to be shit I don't remember.
Well, they only get 12. Always. They get 12 to state, so they get 2 extra people that actually get.
That's true.
Seated or get ranked because D1 only do 16 ranked, so it's like
seriously, I'm always my brain is just I'm old. It's getting bad.
Yeah.
So after this though, some of these kids that don't know, they're younger. You got another
9th grader.
Yeah, a couple freshmen down the bottom here. Your watch list is a lot of upperclassmen though.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, prove some points this year. Big guys, older guys. This is 138 and D3. We got Crandon, we got a Brexton, Kane coming up. 51 and 23. I mean, at least these guys are over 500.
It's hard to find some guys like in the lower weights that are over 500 to rank sometimes.
So this will be a fun weight to watch.
Yeah, 38.
I'm always going to be a Sanchez fan.
Yeah.
And we've been friends with that family for quite some time. Isaiah's always done pretty well. Honestly, if I watch Isaiah enough, to me, I think it's a head thing.
Yeah.
I think it's seriously like a psych, not that it's bad. It's just every kid goes through it, I think that's the phase he's in. Yeah. Because the kid's strong enough. He's definitely got the quickness. But he'll be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Just because because I don't know how to fluff things, and I'm really proud of Tegan how he can do this.
Yeah.
But because some of these kids haven't done a lot.
Right.
And some of these kids haven't proven too much. So that's why this one's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Because these guys haven't, you got your top 2 guys have, done some stuff, but the rest of them have just started to kind of,
notice them.
Taste the sweet life of being at state, kind of thing. So
2 freshmen in the top 7 too.
So. Yeah. So this will be a fun one to watch. So 138 D3 is going to be fun. 144 Rowan Carey.
Yeah.
Not surprised. Okay. I'm going to go with the last 3 here. Like these are upperclassmen. So this is going to be a fun one to watch. All these guys have done something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a freshman in there, Max Davis.
Yep. Yeah, I'm talking about just that top 8.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Colin Weber. Colin Weber has been another. He's a trying to think a word I'm looking for here, but he's been fun to watch.
Yeah.
Colin Weber has been fun. So that'll be fun to see how he finishes off. Okay. All right. My watch list on this one. Oof. I'll go Tate. And watch Tate.
Tate Sonnentag.
Yeah. Tate Sonnentag is on the watch list, so I'll be watching him. Maybe we can, as we go through the week. So we didn't bring it up, but we are going to try and do this every week.
Yeah.
Not talk about rankings necessarily. No. Maybe we'll bring them up or whatever, but we're going to try and talk about something every week. So every Friday. Can't guarantee a time yet. Like we'll get to like a time.
Yeah.
Zach might be here for one. Zach might be at his house for one. But we're going to try and do an every week Friday.
Yeah.
That lets us get through a whole week. We can see if there's something worth talking about. And episodes might be a half hour on those.
Yeah.
Episodes maybe they'll be an hour. Depends on what we're talking about.
We'll probably talk about the national duels.
Yep.
Obviously, next one.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, we'll touch on national duels. Obviously, I know Teague and those guys have talked about it, but there's some things I saw that were kind of cool, you know. But
talk about a little bit more than just Wisconsin too.
Yeah, national wise, yeah, because that was the other thing. I mean, a lot of these kids now that we get to see at these duels, like Liam's traveled with a lot of these kids and got to talk with a lot of them just going across the country. But yeah, okay. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Yeah. We are at 144 still?
150.
Oh, 150?
Yeah.
Was I done with 144?
I think so. Or
no, I wasn't.
Didn't talk about it. Sorry.
You jerk.
Yeah. We talked about the last three, but
I keep getting these Instagram messages from some jewelry place. We think you'd look great with one of our pieces on, and you know, like some. I'm not that
cool.
Yeah,
for free
for my dog. Tate Sonntag was my watch list.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so we were moving on. We just I blabbered again. Okay, so we got 150. We got Zach Mallon. Not surprised. Brock Hinderman, Kingston Galetka, Colton Klug. Colton Klug seems a little low there.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of your whole argument for D2. You know,
results.
It is. He's only qualified, so it's like
it is. Yeah, I get it. And that's the other thing too, is like I'm so used to just being able to fly through these. I'm not even thinking, oh yeah, he came from this. He came from that. So yeah, okay. Briar Nagolski. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's not Nagolski then. Easton Cameroon.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
I believe he's a multiple time youth state champion.
Yeah. I want to watch that guy.
Yeah, he's
not my watch list watch.
No, but
I'm gonna watch Sam Schmidt, see if he can get one.
Okay.
This year. He's a sophomore this year, he's a freshman the year before.
Yeah.
It's over 500 on his record. So
34-13.
Yep.
Very good freshman year.
Bring it home, man. Just bring home a qualifier.
There you go.
All right, 157. Colton Weiler, no surprise there. Ashton Meister. Jordan Yankee. Merrick Lasecki. Let's go Merrick. Liam Richards. Caden Paulson, Harrison Ruppel, and Trevor Paulson. That is your 8. I still Colton's gonna win that weight.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I haven't really brought any of that up. I think it's gonna win the weight.
I mean, most of these probably will change. Actually, you know, these are
mostly
what they will be.
I think the people you have on top are the people that most likely will win it,
unless they go down.
So far,
yeah.
So far, my watch list one is going to. God, it's no more young guys again.
Yeah.
This is all
Dannenberg.
Sophomores. Yeah. I'm gonna watch Dannenberg.
Yeah.
He's the youngest one down there. Mineral Point, Dannenberg, you're on watch list. You're being watched. All right, 165. Tyson Imhoff, not surprised. Dominic Garcia, Connor Johnson, Connor Mentink, Mitchell McGee, Colton Hagner, Jack Owens, Colin, idiot, Colin Fisher. Tyson's gonna win that. And watch list
3 freshmen at the bottom.
What's that?
This one has 3 freshmen at the bottom.
That's why I'm kind of looking at these. Connor Johnson, Auburndale. I'm gonna watch him.
Yeah, and there's a Connor Johnson that's third ranked guy too. So that's kind of
fancy.
Yeah,
we're still live too.
Oh, we are.
The camera hasn't cut out.
Good.
Yeah, let me see my battery life. It's not climbing; it's maintaining.
Okay.
That's scary.
At least it's maintaining.
Okay. All right. So 160. What do we say? Tyson's gonna win it.
Yeah.
And then Connor Johnson was the one I'm watching. Okay. Yep. Okay. We're good there. 175. D3. Cade Rule. You know, Cade has done pretty well in the off season so far.
Yeah.
Nash Banco is gonna be close though.
Oh, I know. That's a tough one to do as well.
That's close.
Got the returning state champ now at 65.
Yeah,
and returning third at 75.
175 already. That's gonna be a good one. I think that's gonna be the finals.
Yeah,
2 seniors. That'll be interesting.
yeah, that'll be good.
Mark that one in your notebooks, folks, because that one's gonna be fun to
Jackson
watch.
Bussy too, though. He's
Yep.
good.
Yep, but I still think Banco beats Bussy.
Yeah.
I think the Bussy Carton match would be good.
Yeah.
I think this
pretty good.
This will be first, second, third, fourth.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm calling it. Calling it. Someone hold me to it and tell me how dumb I am when it doesn't happen. But I'm calling that first, second, third, fourth, right there. Seth Greeno's number 8. Cruz Palabicki.
Yeah.
He's number 7. Caleb Mackey. Caleb Mackey. McKay.
Gonna say
Caleb Mackey.
Teague's making a bunch of notes right now.
I'll get it eventually. He's number 6. Carter McDaniel's number 5.
There you go.
And I just listed the top 4 because the top 4 is the way it's going to be at start. Watch list. I'm going to go with the young guy, Tony Rackets. From now on, if it's a 9th grader on the watch list, that's who I'm watching.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty impressive. That'll be on the watch list at 175.
That is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I can attest to that. That's for sure. All right, so now we're on to 190 D3. Carter Lewick, he's going to win it. William Becker, Tristan Eckstein. You could probably swap those two.
Yeah, I want to say that he placed above him at the same weight, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got
Tristan's gonna beat him this time though.
Yeah.
Yeah, calling it. Tristan's my boy. Come on, Tristan Eckstein. All right. Tristan's number 3. Brock Nason is number 4. Brayson Kelly, number 5. That's another one you could put up to number 4.
Yeah.
Brayson Kelly, Isaiah Carton. I haven't seen Isaiah wrestle in a while.
Yeah, he's been hurt.
So yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, placement, just qualifying, I guess, puts him up there, but I'd almost watch list him.
Yeah.
Sorry, Isaiah. Tell your mom not to hate me either, but Tellier Alex is number 7. Reed, is that McCain?
McCain. Yeah.
You're like the letters on here are all different sizes.
Are they?
I don't know how you arrange your font, but the font is way different in each one too.
Well, when it puts it in the other thing at all is the same font, so it doesn't matter. I can put it all wingdings on here. I know.
Wingdings. Yeah. All right. What do we got on the watch list? See, this is where I have to actually go through and like look at these guys because there's no freshmen.
Yeah, there's no freshmen.
Let's see. Nolan Hankey hit me right away here. Lancaster, 43 and 26.
Yeah.
Because he's the closest to over 500. So if you kind of get an inkling of what I'm looking at, is someone that's over 500 on the watch list. So yeah, that's the one I'm going to watch. Nolan Hankey. All right, 215 D3 boys. Tyson Martin winning it.
Yeah.
Wesley Egan. And it's not even going to be close.
Yeah.
I don't even care that Tyson's coming up a weight class either. He's winning it.
This is where Fenimore and Coleman coming out. Like they always have good big guys.
Yeah.
Just don't have anybody here. Like
Elijah Sanchez. He might do all right.
Yeah.
Elijah was the bigger one that I think started I believe he started a little later, about the same time as his brothers.
Oh, did he?
He's bigger.
Yeah.
Well, duh.
That'd be why he's ranked at 215.
I think he should be 2 though.
Yeah, I know, but he hasn't placed. The other guy's placed twice.
I haven't watched him wrestle in a while either.
Yeah.
Jack Steinmeier, number 4. Is that McCoy?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, Ryan McCoy, number 5. Trenton Fry, number 6. Sawyer Swigum, number 7. Jabin Lawson. Jabin.
Yeah. I think that's his name.
Weeby Jabin.
That's another one I have bigger. So see what you're saying now.
That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Jabin. Jabin. Okay. Okay, so I don't have a freshman down here again for watch list. You guys are not.
Got Dylan Hood and Wyatt Winslow. Dylan Hood looks pretty good.
Yeah. It's not very many matches.
No, that's not. He's only a sophomore.
And I guess it is Kenosha St. Joseph. I don't know what their schedule necessarily looks like, but
they wrestled that. I mean, because Koji lost to Marmion.
But that was a tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm just saying they wrestle at least the same place that Marmion does.
Let's go with Dylan. Why not? Youngest one down there. It's over 500.
Dylan Hood.
285 D3 boys. Okay, zipping through. Bro Cop.
There you go.
Ah, man, this is for. I think like the fireworks. I'd be like,
Yeah, this is another one. I don't know if I should add Grant over him or not. Like,
I think your battle really is down below here.
Yeah,
I mean everything's to me is pretty set in place up here. Grant Matthews 2, Willie Graham 3, Zach Hillendrum 4, Tayden. Wow.
Yeah.
Tayden Angel, Jovan Lopez, Mitchell Boder, Matt Arrett. What?
Nothing.
Drew Brager. So that's your top 8. And now my watch list is going to be Jackson is the youngest one there.
There you go.
Oh,
Simple.
He's not over 500 though.
Yeah, he is 22 and 17.
17 plus 17 is 34.
Oh, you're saying double his wins and he'd be double his.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that'd make him like 0.666, right?
Yeah.
Or 667, whatever you want.
Some like that. I can do it up here, but I for some reason can never spit it out.
Okay, there you go. Now I see where you're looking for. I'm like, over 500. What's he talking about?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
I get what you're saying. Double his losses.
Correct.
Yeah.
Someone's like, you're an idiot. I can't believe I listen to your show. You shouldn't. Okay, so that was D3. Bodie Bro Cop is he's gonna win it.
Yeah.
I don't see really too many issues. Again, most of these guys I've seen wrestle once, but not a lot.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right, we're gonna go to D2. Moving right along, we're on hour 1. D2. 106, Colin Frey, Evansville.
Only returning. Oh no, there's 2 other ones.
There's 2 other ones, yeah. So this this is one of those situations. This is going to be a really interesting young group.
Yeah, I got like 7 freshmen right
and
there.
And even the upper class guys haven't done anything yet. So it'll be, when I say done anything, I mean previous state experience. So please don't get all out of shape. Doesn't mean they suck. Doesn't mean they haven't done it. They haven't placed yet. So to me, this is pretty accurate. Especially with the upperclassmen up on top. Well, sophomore. It's not like they're junior seniors, but
we got 1 senior there.
My watch list is going to be Austin Peterson.
Okay. Ellsworth.
Yep. That's a good little lineup there. This would be a good one to watch.
Yeah.
Just to see how that all rolls out. This one would be interesting to pull up, especially with the new division or with the new teams.
Yeah.
And see how those kids do. Those teams do throughout the year. Interesting. I'm sure someone else will be watching that too. Is that?
I don't know.
Oh, my battery is growing. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Okay, we're on forever, folks. Don't go running away now.
You made it this long.
So this name I'm not familiar with, but apparently he's good. Shane Roshan.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, 1-1.
Well, I think we mentioned his name once last year.
Yeah.
And the kid was killing it. I think he had a couple losses or whatever over the duels, but he was killing it over there.
Oh, yeah, he did really well.
Yeah, he did. Colton Bolig, Landon Bogart did well too. Parker Owens. Yeah, this is a decent weight class right here.
Yeah.
And these are young guys that I want to say, obviously, a lot of them don't have credentials.
Yeah.
As far as previous state experience, but that's because they had guys above them that were pretty good.
Right.
Yeah. So they cleared the room. This is pay attention to 113 D2 this year. This is going to be a fun one to watch too.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to be fun. And it's nice to see that there's actually a freshman that's down on the watch list.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Fenimore. Carson Bassett. That's who I'm watching.
There you go.
Yeah, this will be a fun one.
Yeah, it's always like you always remember the challenging ones.
Yeah.
Obviously 1 was pretty set in stone and 1, 2, 3, but after that it was pretty hard to get where they should be,
Yep. Let's go rooting on Landon Bogart. So we got 120 D2 boys. Lane Anderson, no surprise there. He'll win that.
Yeah, he was really screwed by some horrible seeding last year. Like
yeah.
2-time placer should not be the 11 seed
or
10 seed or whatever he was.
Yeah, I know Lane, and that was we heard a lot about that last year. It's just kind of there are a couple kids who got in a couple weird spots. It just shouldn't have been where they were, but he was one of them. But I think he's a guarantee to win it this year.
Yeah, I think.
Ethan Hattie, good. Good all upperclassmen up in here. St. Croix Falls has their freshman has a freshman sitting up in the watch list. Lochner, Tibbet, Ryder, Brinker, Jarek. That'd be a nice one to see.
Yeah.
Rhett Spurley.
He was just behind all those studs last year.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Yeah, the top 4 and 5 look. I mean,
yeah,
those guys. I think that's going to be pretty accurate right there. Maybe a couple swap, but the rest of them are just going to bang it out.
Oh yeah.
They qualified, so I mean, my watch will be the Jake Swenson, St. Croix Falls. Yeah. Yep. See what a young guy can do.
Yeah.
Okay. We are on the 126. This is a no-brainer. Number 1 is Håkan Peterson. Number 2 is Blake Enders. Number 3, Brady Collins. Number 4, Weston Ingham. Number 5, Brady Gessler. Number 6, Colton Koss. Number 7, Hunter Cromery.
Yeah.
Cromery. Okay. Number 8, Carson Stevens. This is all pretty good here. No one's being Håkan, so I'm basically looking at 2 and 3. You know, yeah.
I don't know why I have
now. You have Collins below Enders.
Yeah, Enders because he was a qualifier, and then I have him above a runner-up and a.
Yeah, I want to swap Brady and Blake around.
Yeah.
There, see, look at that. We're making improvements while we're here, guys.
Him, yeah.
Colton Koss, always hear that name. Kid's always going to be on the podium, I think. So that's a good one. The watch list. Interesting. Riley Cummings. Man, that's a small team.
Yeah.
Luck, Frederick, Grantsburg, Siren. Much luck to you guys. That's why I'm watching you, Riley. Show me what you can do. Interesting.
4 schools still in
Holy shit balls. That's crazy. I mean, and my wife comes from a small town, so I get, having to pull, with towns and stuff. And it's crazy to think that they're like, we want a wrestling team. Like, was it like 8 kids?
Yeah.
Or was it like 20?
Right.
Or they're like 5 kids from here, that kind of thing. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be cool little stories to have on. They should check that stuff out. See, and that's the other thing too, is like, I wonder what kind of, if anybody came out of that area that ever wrestled.
Oh yeah.
What did they do? Like, was there a 2-time state champ out of Luck?
Not that I know.
Like,
I've seen some lucky state champs, but I've never
right. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool to see. Riley Cummings, my watch list. So that's 126. Like I said, Hawkins going to win 126, 132. Max Gonzalez, number 1. Landon Ramsey, number 2. Number 3, McAllister Ramage. Will Schmidt. Aiden Peters at 5. Sawyer Ostrom. Number 6, Chase Sternard.
Yeah.
Sorry. 7. Logan Meyer at 8. That's pretty good right there, I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe Schmidt over McAllister, but maybe. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Watch list. Come on, young guys. This is all old dudes.
Yeah.
Old dudes. You guys are all old dudes. I'm just because I like the name and plus he qualified. I'd like to see what Jarvis Porcaro. Yeah, Jarvis. I want to see what Jarvis is his senior year.
There you go.
See what he does. I'm not even looking at the record.
He
qualified last year.
Yeah.
Place this year.
Yeah.
Let's make the podium. Challenge has been put out to you, Jarvis. All right. That was 132 at D2, 138 at D2. Peter Tomasevic, not surprised. University of Wisconsin commit.
Yeah.
Talk about that in a little bit. Ethan Immel. I know Peter's good. I don't want to say it though.
Second, third.
Yeah, Peter beat Ethan. Sorry, John, but Ethan's good, but I don't think he's going to beat Peter.
That'll be a good finals match though.
It will be a good one because Ethan fights. You know,
Yeah.
he's a strong wrestler. But okay, the other kids here, the William Christopher, Matt Jackal, I'm familiar with him.
Yeah.
And Devin Woodkey. You know, Devin's always been a Greco kid.
Yeah.
You know, he's always liked it. It's good to see him up in the rankings. Hopefully he can place.
I think he got hurt last year, right?
Yeah. He's always, I think, a couple were shoulder injuries when he was younger.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure a couple of them were, but it always seemed like it was arm or.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever had any leg injuries, but.
Well, those Greco guys, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to have leg injuries when you don't use them. I'm just kidding. Let's see, watch list guy. I'm just gonna go for the youngest guy in there, Ivan.
Woodhull.
Yep.
From Northwest.
41 and 15. He meets the criteria,
There
you
you
know.
go. Yeah.
So that's 138. I think that is. I'd like to see it end up like that, the way that it is. Maybe a couple guys from the watch list make their way up.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to see Devin on the podium. He's got this year and the next year. Maybe nice to see him at NMU if he goes to college, do some Greco up there.
Yeah, for sure.
But get bigger, Devin. Okay, that's 138. We won a 144 D2. Cole Boziel, not surprised. Noah Radke, not totally surprised.
No, you're gonna be surprised with the 5. Like he just got big.
He did get big.
Yeah.
But Jimmy's always able to pull shit out of his back pocket.
Yeah.
For whenever he needs something in certain matches. Doesn't happen all the time, but man, he's pulled it out quite a few times that I've watched him or coached him. Trey is another good name.
Yeah.
Zemke, his dad used to pound the piss out of me when we were kids. That was always fun. Maverick Kosterzik.
It's better now.
Maverick Kosterzik. See how that goes. Lincoln Keller is number 8. That trade Jamie or James Racer match will be a good one.
Yeah.
If that happens like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because of Jimmy getting bigger, I don't know that he's as strong as Trey.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That one's tough because they kind of, I don't know. Trey wrestles a little more gritty.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'll punch you.
Right.
Like without the wrestling kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's how, but Trey's tough like that, you know, or he's going to try and beat you however he can beat you. Beating the piss out of you. Yeah. I've seen it even when I was a kid.
What works, right?
Well, exactly. Digging your chin in works, dig your chin in.
Yeah.
That'd be a good match. Trey Zemke and James Racer.
Yeah, this was a fun one to do.
Yeah. Jake Kramer. You're on the watch list.
There you go. Prairie.
Yep. You have no record. That's why I like the freshman. They have a record.
Yeah.
So that's why if the other ones you got to have above 500. My 500.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go 150. Jake Kramer, you're on the watch list for 144, 150. Let's see. Owen Sefford, not surprised.
Right.
He's that kid's just he's a tough kid.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Heiser. I don't know if I'd have him at 3.
You would have him at 3?
No.
He's at 4.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 4. I put him up at 3.
Yeah.
And I know the kid's a senior. I know Doris Shorts is a senior. I get it. This Heiser family.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get it. Like that part I don't get. Like these guys it's either athleticism or it's just grit. Because Danny is a tough kid. And he was one of those, I'm gonna be honest with you, one of those unassuming kids that you walked up to and saw at the mat. You're like, my kid's got it.
Yeah.
And then I saw him wrestle a couple times and like he was in the worst position on the planet and he smashed the kid.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
So I've actually seen Tommy wrestle too.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, I know. It's like I said, it's hard. Like he's at number 4.
Yeah. He's at number 4. So he's got to earn his stripes a little bit. Sometimes God, that kid, man, good job, Heisers.
Yeah.
Good job. You guys are killing it at wrestlers. So we got Trenton Kirkland, Connor Friend, Mason Hurd, HIRD, not HURD.
It's HIRD. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. And then Isaac Denham.
No freshman for you.
Bryson Scholes, huh?
Yeah. This will be a good weight if it stays like that.
I'm almost thinking it should be Owen Preston, Tom.
Yeah.
Braden. Again, Braden, I'm not.
Oh yeah.
None of those guys even listen to this probably, but Braden, I give you credit, but this Heiser family is just they got something going.
Yeah.
They got something going. So okay. The watch list. Oh, we got Benny Miller down there.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, 106 qualifier.
I'm going with Benny. I don't even care. He's not the youngest one. I'm going with Benny. Benny, get off the watch list. Chip, chop, chip. He qualified. Now get up there to number 8 or something. Go beat this Isaac Danham guy. But yeah, I like Benny. Benny's a good kid. So yeah, Benny's my watch list guy. I think Owen beats Bryson, but Bryson surprised me a couple times last year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he lost to the Luxembourg kid. That's the only.
No, I know, but man, he beat some tough guys last year.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's 150. Benny Miller, you're on notice. Get off the watch list. 157. No, surprise.
Right.
Heiser.
Going to Missouri.
Yeah, going to Missouri. Who's on there? So I've stared at this name, number 2.
Oh, I'm not saying
just to get it right, and I still have to stare at it again. Like I don't remember. So it's Siler. I'm gonna go Zdanzowitz. Zdanzowitz.
I think that's close to what I've heard it like.
Zdanzowitz, because I think you have to do the Zidane.
Yeah,
I think that has to happen.
Yeah,
it's the CZ that throws me off, like Maczak.
Yeah,
is it Matzak?
Yeah.
So okay. Anyways, Hudson, he's been on here. Sebastian Opelt. What weight? 150. That's right. 150 and 145. Yeah. Okay. So he's growing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all right there. Austin Kuffner. Man, I tell you what, Austin, you could be a lot higher on that and on D1. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn you, Kuffner. Okay. So then we got Trig White, Cage Westman, and Jacob Huff. That's your top 8. Watch list, guys. Come on. These are all old dudes. All old dudes, man.
Teague says he's with
pronunciations. Yeah. Oh god, there he is. Brockup and Zanchavitz.
Oh,
Zanchavitz. Holy cow! I never would have gotten that. Thanks, Teague. Yeah. Thanks for being up in the chat. But I can't. So I'm not gonna have the chat because let me get his rankings pull up. I'll minimize them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not minimized enough. I do want to see what you're saying, Teague. I genuinely do want to see what you're saying. Okay, here we go. I don't need to see me, my fat ass on the TV. Where were we? Was I doing my watch list on these?
Yeah,
days?
you were doing.
Okay, yeah, because it's all old dudes.
Oh yeah.
All
seniors and juniors.
So let's look at these 2 juniors. Well, looks like John Faulkner, you win. Of Xavier. This is above 500.
Yeah.
So yeah, Xavier Faulkner, Denmark is your regional. You better get off the watch list, dude. All you guys that I'm picking to get off the watch list. I think you're good enough because your record shows that you are.
Yeah.
So okay, 165, D2, Tristan Stelt, Fenimore. Liam just had some fun with them practicing this weekend.
Yeah.
Just a little throw around. Gage LaSavage.
There you go.
Not Lozowich. Oh god, I never would have gotten LaSavage out of that. Way. Holy cow. Micah Kukta. Liam's wrestled a couple of these guys.
Yeah.
Sawyer Daly's up at 7. You got Griffin Marco at 5. Micah's at 3. Stephen come on, guys, with the names. Kilpakowski.
I'm just glad you're doing it.
Oh, God. Bryce Lenzendorf.
There you go.
Yeah, that one was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Prairie du Chien. That's a pretty accurate lineup right there.
Oh, yeah.
To me, as far as how that's going. LaSavage he's good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no way around it. He's good.
That'll be interesting to see him and Stelt.
It will be. Yeah, for sure. Watch list. Murphy.
There you go.
Murphy, I'm watching you.
Murphy Buyer.
Mr. Freedom. Oh, your dad. So Murphy, you're on notice. You're being watched this year. Get off the watch list. Like I'm giving you all you guys that are on my watch list. It's my watch list.
Yeah.
Get off the watch list.
I mean, hell, you got a Spencer Madsen who's already committed to Parkside.
Yep.
As a watch list member. So you can really achieve stuff from the watch list still, you know.
You can. Man. Come on, Murphy. I got your back, dude. Okay. So that was 165. Tristan's probably gonna win it again.
Yeah.
So he'll be a 3-time state champ. Hopefully Liam can join him. We'll see.
Yeah.
175. Okay. All old dudes again.
Yeah.
Okay. Espen Sweers.
Yeah. So probably the surprise of the state tournament last year being in the finals.
I was gonna say that's that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
Him and Maddox going at it. 160, 165. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Maddox Goebel's 2, Bryson Schmid is 3, Zach Roble 4, Nathan Blaschke 5. Blaschke sounds like it was another name. Anyways, Vincent Cook is 6, and Drake Peterson 7. Trey Udelhoven, but is it Try or is it Trey? I think I'm going with Trey.
Yeah, I think it's Trey.
That's Trey, number 8. I'm gonna not make any predictions on this one. I mean, a lot of them already have kind of decent backgrounds.
Yeah.
But you only have 2 placers.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
those guys. This is going to be a battle who wants it the most. Really,
yeah, for sure.
And I'm going to watch. No, not he's on the watch list. It's all juniors and seniors down here, guys.
Yeah.
What's going on? Let's see here. Let's go with. All right, Landon Bush. He meets the criteria. You're on the watch list. Get off it. Yeah, a couple months to get ready. Okay, guys. Prep. Get things ready and go kill it. Okay, 190. D2, 190. Ben Keenbaum. Sounds about right. He was 5th at 175. Looks like everybody else below him anyways they're all different weight classes. So yeah, that looks that's an accurate one. Honestly, it gets a lot easier as you get bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, because a lot of these guys I'll be honest with you, allow them to play football.
Yeah.
And they're not doing off-season stuff. So the guys that are at top are usually the ones doing off-season stuff.
It's for sure.
Pretty easy to pick. Oh, and Burling, maybe I'd move him up one.
Yeah, I know. That's just non-placer.
Yeah, right. I totally get that. That kid grits it out.
Oh yeah, he's been
a lot of stuff.
Working on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so watch list. Gotta go with the young guy. Ben Green, Berlin. Go kill it in that tiny little town of Berlin. It's not tiny, but small enough. We got some friends, a couple of friends are teachers there. 215, Max Matthias. Yeah, right. Max not winning it. Yeah, no, Max is gonna win it. Blake Theory is committed to Indiana for football, not wrestling. Does he want to do both?
I have no clue.
Or is he only committed to football?
I've only seen him in pictures of football outfits. I'll talk to Angel.
Come on, Blake. Kale Lies gang. He's the 8-footer, right? Yeah. Nate Grooms, Preston Krieger, Henry Vanderheiden. Come on, Henry. Get up there, man. Jacob Martin. Mason Mandarano. With the record that kid has and watching him wrestle a couple times, I mean, I can't believe he's 8, but what do you do?
Yeah. There's not a lot of
sorry, Mason.
It's not a lot of stuff behind him either.
Nope. George Siegmiller. That's who I'm watching on the watch list. He's got the best record down there.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Okay, so we're going 285. We're on a D1. 285, D2. Hunter Vanderheiden, no shocker there. Took second last year.
Yeah.
He'll win this year.
I hope so. He's a good kid too.
Those two are fun to watch practice. Yeah. They're fun. I shouldn't say watch practice. They're fun to listen to at practice. They talk so much crap to each other. It's hilarious. Logan Brockman's number 2, Jack Simmons number 3, Micah Butler number 4, Blaine Severson number 5, Gunnar Crow number 6, Jackson Meyer number 7, Brock Bentz number 8. Again, wide open field, man. Yeah. You still got some upperclassmen that just haven't done something yet, and changed. Some of them changed.
Yeah.
So go get it.
Definitely no freshmen.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
I think you know who I'm picking.
Dalton Wolf.
No.
Devin Otto.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep. He's the youngest one. Plus it's under 500.
Yeah.
Just
a little bit.
Okay. So that was D3, folks. Hope you enjoyed my taking all of it because it was useless. All right, we're jumping to D1. All right. 106. Now I'm gonna, again, this is so I could probably talk quite a bit here. This is probably we're gonna start bringing up other subjects like the 3-point land.
Yeah.
And how much space you're allowed to be out of bounds with now, and what is inbounds. You know, because it's starting to get kind of hairy now, and can these refs call it right?
Right.
You know, and I'm not saying that all refs are bad, but some of the guys, and by the way, Liam's going to start reffing this year. He's going to get his certification. I got to get a hold of Scarlett. And everybody, I've been telling everybody about this referee roundup. We're seriously doing it. But the amount of guys that we have coming on for it, they're hard to wrangle, and the dates are hard to get nailed down.
Oh, yeah.
So just be patient, please. Steve is definitely working on getting guys together. So we got to get a date where everybody's around the same time. The circle on the inside, that's a minor one to me.
Yeah.
But you and I were talking about it a little bit before. So no 10-foot circle. But at the same point, though, too, are they still going to have the lines in there where you put your hands and stuff on?
Yeah, they'll still have the lines.
Man, I feel bad for the guys who have to center that.
Yeah.
Without having that big 10-foot circle in the middle.
Well, I got to with. She said we make our own make our own circles. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So there's that one.
Yeah.
And then the other rule is the out of bounds rule. It's going to be, it changed where it's just like your toe.
Yeah.
Your toes in.
Yeah.
So be wise. Now, my issue with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your toe is in. What is in is if your toe is on the line, is it still in?
Mm-hmm.
On the line.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you're out though.
Yeah.
There isn't like you've crossed the plane of the out of bounds line.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just gonna be like before. There's gonna be a little thing going up, like if your foot comes up, and lands back down. It's still gonna be good.
Okay. No special like attachment to that rule.
No. And obviously, if you're touching the gym floor, you're out. No matter if you got 2 feet in.
Yep.
So.
It's in the 3-point rule. Do you think that's? I don't care one way or the other. So that's kind of how I like laws and all that other shit. Like unless it directly affects me. It's 3 points. Liam is a takedown guy, and you got to take him down.
Right.
He's a tilter, right? Now, is that going to change his game much? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe in his head, like if he thinks it's beneficial towards him, where he's like, I want to get off the mat as quick as possible, kind of thing. So I'm just going to do bing bang, just takedowns instead of tilts.
Yeah. But now it's 7 points for a takedown.
Right.
Back,
Just 2 more tilts and he's done.
Everybody needs to be a headlocker, is what I just heard. Like beat the back, 7 points every time. I was ahead of the game.
Just because that's how you win All-Americans doesn't mean that's how everybody else can win All-Americans. I don't think I wasn't even good at that. I wasn't even good at head throws.
You got to kind of lull them to sleep,
I was watching, I watched some of Leo's matches from state and stuff. Like watching his confidence level at state itself was fun to watch. And then he gets a little apprehensive when he gets on the national stage. It's not like he's like, oh, I can't do it. But like watching his high crotch at state,
right? Way
different from watching his high crotch
right
at US Open.
So it's like state. I was like, I was sitting back in the tunnel with him, and me and Matrick are sitting there going, man, he's really loose. Like, is this good?
Yeah.
Because we've never seen him that loose, And I was just like, hey, last year didn't work when he was really tight. So let's try this.
See what happens.
Yeah. I said, it's
growth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, and that's the biggest thing though, too, is like in kind of watching how some of these kids grow, and Liam in particular, obviously, because he's my kid, but the mental side will always be the side that is going to be your enemy from here on out.
Oh yeah.
You know, because you do all the training that you're doing with your partners and your coaches and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's like you still have to rely on yourself when you're out there because you're alone. You know, that sport where you're by yourself and you have to be able to support yourself. You know, you're your own support system literally while you're wrestling. So to know that you are going to tie up and not support yourself enough to be able to go, I can shoot.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, it didn't work before. Probably not going to work this time.
Yeah.
You know, like, holy dude. So it's hard, you know, and I can attest to that as far as like with soccer and stuff. I mean, there are teams I went up against where I was like, there's no I'm getting past that guy.
Yeah.
I got bitched at enough. It's like I ripped the Band-Aid off and I had to do something, you know, and then start scoring goals. Your confidence comes back a little bit more. But okay. 106 D1. We know a little rant there.
Yeah.
Cam Rugg. I know Cam very well. Cam, you know, yeah, Cam could win that weight class right there. His dad's probably saying, you know, he's gonna win it. No, I know he's gonna, but he's got some good kids in there still.
Yeah, like the freshman, I don't know. Like I don't know if Mason Moody is actually going to Menominee Falls.
Isaac Weber is all right, but those guys I believe have practiced together before. Yeah. Brody Lewis, that's another one.
Really small though, like 85.
Oh, Weber?
No, Brody was 85-pound state champ, I think, this year.
Was he this year?
Yeah.
He looks like he got bigger, like way bigger.
I haven't seen
He was on the dual team a couple times.
Was he?
Yeah.
He's probably 94 or something though.
I know he just won. I don't know if he won some on kids nationals. I think it was, so
I'll have to check that out because that's what's holding him back. Really, is his size. Like if he was,
I thought Weber was that small too.
No, Weber was 95.
Was he
at least?
Okay. Tegan Moore. Those three freshmen we just mentioned, like those guys are gonna be watch them. Pay attention to those guys. Tegan Moore, and then Anthony Strong and Jaden Torres.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaden hasn't grown, huh? Shit.
No. Man. Well, they got Beal in there now too at 13, so he can't really grow.
yeah, true.
They got Zane Beal.
My watch on this one's gonna be Hunter.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
I don't know if he'll start the season at 6, but I put him on here just.
Yeah. And how do you know? Especially with you don't know how those guys are gonna grow. Each one of those guys is different.
Oh yeah.
Trenton's huge.
Yeah.
You know, and RJ looks like he could be Trenton size, but then you got Hunter who's not even close to like looking like that. And
it's
going on, man. So okay. He's gonna be my watch list.
Yeah.
It's easier to watch anyways. He's from here. So that's a good list though. I mean, Cam could win it. Braden Hamill is pretty good, but I think Cam beat Braden once, didn't he?
I'm not sure. He lost to Braden. Braden lost to the McQuanago kid at state, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And he was maybe gonna run into.
I thought Rugg wrestled Hamill somewhere though, but I could be wrong. I
think all of Hamill's or all Rugg's losses were to Deshemin.
Deshemin. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that makes sense. Those guys they're usually fun matches to watch, but sometimes it sucks. Like having coached Rugg before and knowing you can tell sometimes when it's not that he's giving up.
Right.
It's where you see on his face where he's like, damn it, he got me.
Right.
Kind of thing, you know? But
yeah,
that's always with Deshemin. Those guys, it's always back and forth. So,
yeah.
All right, 113 D1, Will Deshemin. You got Zahn Beal, number 2. Gavin Walters, number 3. Trainer Curtin, number 4. Deegan Armagast, number 5. Thomas, is that her? I can't read the font. Harali. Okay. Yeah. Gavin C.A. Number 7. Nolan Mickey, Kakana, number 8. And Nathan Henderson, number 9. Antonio Flores, number 10. He's a tough kid.
Yeah.
So you notice obviously that Zahn is number 2 as a freshman.
Yeah.
And that's for a reason.
Yeah. I mean,
I haven't looked at too many of his like recent, wins or anything like that, but
I just looked at like his youth.
Yeah.
I know it's not high school and I understand that, but his youth results are really good.
Oh, always. Yeah. For sure.
And obviously he's going to be in a good room,
I mean, you can't bark at being above, Gavin Walters and Trainer Curtin. So,
right.
State placers that you're already ahead of. But again, I think the competition level that Zahn Beal has seen is just a little higher level.
And Gavin was definitely more active this summer than I've seen him.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen him on a lot of the freestyle stuff, and I saw him a lot. I think he was on a dual team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the 16U dual team.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. So watch list down here.
Yeah, not too many.
Not too many young guys again. Yeah. Damn it.
Must have heard you.
I know, right? Just like, nope, we're not doing it. Called Cooper Herzig.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure that's Jim Herzig's kid.
Okay.
So Jim Herzig wrestled for Oshkosh North.
Oh.
If this is his kid, if I'm thinking of the right kid, I think it is. He wrestled. I can't remember how many years. Jim, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But he was a part of my brother's wrestling team and stuff. Those are the guys that like I looked up to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there were a couple guys that played soccer with Craig, I think, and wrestled, if I remember correctly. That's my brother. But Jim was one of those guys that he was always in the room, always working on it. And I think he may have qualified for state, but that was a tough group. Like back in the day, when you think of Oshkosh North right now, you don't think of state qualifiers,
right?
But they had state qualifiers back then. Ryland Schneider's dad, Brent Schneider.
Okay.
He was I believe a state placer.
Yeah.
He wrestled in Wisconsin here. I can't remember if it was Platteville lacrosse. I think it might have been lacrosse, but he wrestled outside. So it's nice starting to see some of these kids, the guys that I grew up with or I was younger than, and now their kids are starting to come up. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So Cooper Herzig is going to be my watch list guy.
Okay.
Even though he's going to be a sophomore, 30 and 18. Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. 120 D1. Ethan Bast committed to St. Cloud State. Just committed, didn't he? Yeah. Yep.
Recently.
Yep. Then we got Andy, number 2. He bumped up a little bit in weight, huh?
I mean, this will just be the start.
Yeah.
This is all starting weights is what I don't have it ending.
Yeah. In Slamma, Owen Wathke. Wasn't Owen ranked a little higher last year at 120?
Yeah, I mean, Slamma was hurt all year.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So that's why I have, I mean, 6th and 4th previously. And I don't know where he would have finished this year, but I think it would have been about where Wathke was.
Yeah.
So
okay. Thiago Guardiola.
Yeah.
Owen Becker. I nailed Thiago.
Yeah.
Probably maybe I got a little wrong. And then I say Owens. Like, come on, man. So Owen Becker, Carson Blahowiak.
First Luxembourg kid ranked. So
yeah.
D1 for a while.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, that goes for Luxembourg this year.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys, man. I'm telling you, you guys see results and matches and things like that, and like you watch other kids wrestle these other kids from this school, and that was D1, and those individual matches are fine, but they're not tell-alls. Right. You know, like it doesn't say that. And I think there are a couple of Luxembourg parents I talked to. They're like, it'll be tough, because obviously they graduated some kids, so you're coming in young, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. I know there's a lot of confidence in a lot of guys. Nothing wrong with it. Love confidence.
Yeah.
Just it'll be interesting to see how it rolls out this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Then you got Landon Freeman below him.
Yeah.
And Cade Parrish and Nathan Mickey. Is that Mickey?
Milky.
I can't. Again, the font changed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's fine.
Okay. I mean, that's for that weight class. I think that's pretty accurate. Just the way that you got it right there.
Yeah.
Maybe Owen up one, but not Wathke, but Becker.
Right.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, I think.
Yeah, Guardiola.
Guardiola.
There you go. Beat Becker for 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. We got down at the watch list here.
There you go.
We got a freshman. All right, Menominee Falls. Michael Delyden.
Yeah.
Yep. Michael Delyden. Brown Deer.
No.
Sectional. Okay. Yes, it is.
Menominee.
Zip it.
I keep thinking you're saying school he's from.
I'm going to read it how the fuck I want to read it, man. Okay. Andy Piazza.
Oh, geez.
Is number 2. That's good to see. Okay. All right. So we're going 126. Drum roll, please. Liam Neitzel, no surprise there. Lincoln Flater. Maximus Hay. Aloysius Schlump. This is all pretty accurate. Aiden and Aloysius will be a good match.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know Aloysius plays. Don't get me wrong. Right. I think that'd be a good match.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is a pretty accurate list right here as far as the list that you have. in the order that it's in.
Yeah, and
I like that.
obviously Max Hay finished second in Lincoln Flater.
Yep.
But they had a head-to-head last year, and Lincoln beat them.
Right.
So
right. But the outcome is still better for Maximus.
Yeah. Bailey Casey getting a little bit bigger. See if he.
Yeah, I was looking at that. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean he was 120. I don't know if it was because his brother's at 20. So that's
it could be.
Couldn't see. So
nice. Okay.
So he could be down a little bit lower, but I just put him where they have wrestled.
Sternweiss at 7. Hill Schaefer at 6. Patrick Scruns at 10.
Yeah.
Jenkins at 9. Okay. All right. My watch list kid. Nope. Freshman again. Oh, let's go ahead and watch Brady Austin. Holy cow.
Oh, you're in the
Brady
wrong,
Austin.
You're in the wrong one.
What?
You're in the wrong watch list.
Was that yeah,
that's the watch list.
Oh, disregard.
Yeah.
They don't know. I only said one. So okay. So down here. Oh, Benny Hilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Benny Hilbert.
That's where I thought you were gonna go.
Yep. Benny Hilbert for sure.
Yeah, him and Jenkins had some good matches last year. He could easily be a lot higher.
He's strong, man.
Yeah.
Benny Hilbert's strong. He's got, I think, the technical side. Just again, I wish I could get those guys to leave Aviators.
Yeah.
Really wish I should have even said that fucking name. But that kid, he's got some promise. He's really good. He is really good.
Yeah, for sure.
So much luck to him this year. He's on my watch list. Get off the watch list, Benny. Okay. 132, Carter Freeman, not surprised. Carson Newbert. It's pretty.
Is that how you would have that? I struggled with that one. I know Carter's a state champ. Don't get me wrong.
Pretty accurate. So Carson took 3rd. Yeah. I'm looking at Micah here.
Yeah, I mean Micah's just getting so much bigger too. Like it's hard to. 4th at 13.
I think Newbert. I think Newbert could be. I think Newbert's correct there.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think Botting beats Zielinski.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Right.
Cole Duchateau, number 8.
Yeah.
Jacob Lutens. Okay. He's getting better.
Yeah, he is.
He's getting better. Caleb Hillshafer. That's top 10. Okay. I would put Carson number 2.
Yeah.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, he's
a tough kid. I mean, he's done so good nationally too. It's hard to put him below.
Yeah, this like 3 through 6 there was tough to navigate.
It's a good kid, good wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate right there, I think. Watch list, the correct one. Freshman right here. Hudson Henschel Parr, Beaver Dam.
I hope that's where you're going. That's as best as I could come up with. Like I said, that's one I tried to find.
Yep. That's what I'm watching. Okay. All right. That's a good list. That's a pretty solid, just even like top 8.
Oh yeah.
That whole top 10 is actually pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Caleb is pretty good.
Yep. Okay. 138, D1. Kellen Wolbert. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have one last year.
I don't know if he's gonna win really.
Yeah, so I had to make sure.
Not looking all that good this year.
Yeah, he's only. I don't even know if he got really touched, and
he keeps getting his ass kicked all the time.
He must be something different than me.
No,
did he have a close? He had a close match though, right? One at duels, right?
I think it was 1, but I don't even know. I think it was only because the kid scored. I don't even know if it was close.
Okay, maybe that's why I thought it was close because the kid actually scored.
He did pretty fucking well with that.
Yeah, he did.
So Kellen Wolbert, this is 138 D1. He's gonna win it. Tristan North. So you might just look at the rest of them because it doesn't even matter. Yeah, that's right. Tristan North 2. That's good.
Peyton Oberg.
Yeah, Peyton Oberg's 3. Devin Leetzow 4. Avery Femerite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell if that's an M, but
yeah.
Femerite 5. Ola Newville 6. Torin Kuhlkanen 7. Matt Barley. Yeah, Matt Barley 8. Sam Gehring 9. Nate Taylor 10. That's pretty accurate list. The only one that I might move around again is Olin and Torin.
Yeah,
might move those guys up 1, but
yeah, I mean
it's pretty accurate. And it's preseason,
Yeah.
like you said. I mean,
yeah.
all the shit might change around, but
Yeah.
they might even change weights.
Right.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty good for what that is. Rex Helms, it's probably gonna be the one that I watch.
Okay. Even though there's a freshman on.
I know, but I've seen Rex around for a while.
Oh yeah.
So I'd like to see him do a little
got in the lineup
better.
late last year too.
Yeah.
Kind of got his feet wet at the right time, but just couldn't punch his ticket.
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna pick a freshman, Mason Bollinger. I said I was gonna do it. I might as well do it.
Yeah.
He's in there. He's a freshman.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. So we'll watch that one. Okay, 144 D1.
This was hard to do too. Top 3 are
have Nolan and Eddie have wrestled each other.
Have they? I couldn't find it unless it was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Did you check Flow? Did you go on Flow and look their names up?
No.
I thought they wrestled at an AWA thing.
Okay.
Not just strictly I can't remember. I thought they wrestled each other.
They definitely should have if they haven't.
Yeah.
And then Auber got in. Like, it's tough.
Oh, you got it. You got Auberg above Colin, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd have done that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cade. But I think Colin's above on that one. I think Nolan could beat Colin, but I think Colin still wins that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nolan. You're Liam's ride too, but it's just looking at now and just like thinking how these kids wrestle. Like I've watched a lot of these kids wrestle. It's kind of, and I know like you just think, I think of how Colin can turn it up and like watching Nolan when other kids have turned it up on him, just kind of how he reacts. And so I play these matches in my head.
Oh yeah. Like obviously I've seen a lot of Skiba too. So
yeah, right.
And Schroeder. And I've only seen a couple McDowell's, so it's like
Nolan and Eddie wrestled. Nolan hasn't lost to him except Greco.
Uh-oh.
Well, there you go.
Is that his dad?
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, I was looking at that. I was like, I don't know if Eddie's beaten Nolan before. I don't think that's happened.
Yeah.
So I would switch Colin and Kate around. Blakely's good at 5. I think Blakely's strong, but I think a lot of these guys just move a little quicker. Guys, this one is difficult.
Yeah.
Deacon Trotzer, Landon Shepard.
Tell you what, that sectional B is going to be a bear to get out of for that weight if they all stay there.
I would put Nolan Owen above Landon Shepard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Aiden Armagost at 7. I mean, it's fairly. I would switch this whole thing around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's hard.
I would switch this whole fucking thing around, dude.
There's probably like 7 different ways I've had it.
Yeah. Maybe we'll sit down maybe with some alcohol with this one and kind of throw some stuff around, because this one's it's a scratcher because I could see certain things happening, but obviously now Ted said that Nolan's always won. So
yeah.
But okay, all right. Let's see, watch list. There's my freshman, Gage Gross.
There you go.
Never get 2.
No.
They're never making me battle for something here, to try to figure it out.
There might be one coming up. I don't know.
We'll see. 150 here. I already know who's number 1.
Yeah.
Declan Cook. Number 2, Eli Rabideau. Number 3, Luke Camish. Number 4, Cameron Finch. Number 5, Jaden Yoke. Number 6, Adam Whittier. Number 7, JD Minder Brockert. Number 8, Evan Fahey. Number 9, Gabriel Metzler. Number 10, Christian Bass. I think Declan wins it, but I haven't seen him win a lot of championships and a lot of stuff.
Right.
So it's hard to say if he actually wins that or not.
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of set up like.
This is not a bracket. If it were to happen, is a bracket that Declan gets blown away by anybody.
No. But
I'm just saying the kid, I don't know if it's a fear thing or if he winds up choking. He's won something recently. I can't remember what it was. I think it was AWA something or down in Nebraska, but it just have not seen him win a ton. So it's hard to say he's a sure lock,
for sure. Yeah.
But I mean, that's accurate as far as who he is and what he's done. So I definitely would put him at number 1, but Eli Rabideau, I don't know how big. What does he walk around at usually?
Who?
Eli. Do you know?
That's be pretty big because he's been he always cuts down to that weight.
That's the struggle that it's that Declan has had and Jacob have had. It's the size.
Yeah.
It's not that these guys don't weigh that much; it's that the other guys weigh more.
Right.
And they're cutting more, and they're used to the weight size, and these guys are struggling with weight.
Mm-hmm.
You can see in some of the guys they wrestle sometimes. It's not technicality; they're technically sound.
Yeah.
It's not speed; they're just overpowered.
Yeah.
Because I think it was one match. I think I watched Jacob at the duels, and he was wrestling well against the kid, but you could tell the way he wanted to move the kid, the way that he was trying to move him, he wasn't able to. The kid was bigger. You could tell he was coming down. And it's just like, man. And that stuff is only super noticeable, I think, now. You wouldn't be able, you could see it a little bit. Oh, yeah, that one kid, he's in 8th grade, he's chunkier,
Yeah.
These guys are strong now. They're not just trying to move a guy, they're trying to move a dude.
Right.
So, but yeah, this looks fairly accurate. My watch list, I got 2 of them.
No, the one is 10th.
Oh, that's right. I learned how to read. Well, just the one. Josiah Beltran, DC Everest.
Yeah.
Get off the watch list. You got time. Like I said, train, get ready, prep yourself. 157, we got Jacob Herm, committed to University of South Dakota. Below him is Cole Doomer. Peyton Lee, number 3. You think Peyton loses to Cole?
Didn't they wrestle at
Did they?
They wrestled at that duels we go to at the Manly duels.
Oh, I don't remember.
I think they did.
See, again, forgetting shit. Okay.
Pretty sure it was like 5-1.
Okay.
The same place that Sullivan got beat by Peyton.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton had a good
okay.
run of people.
Again, brain.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% positive.
Brain escapes a lot these days, so or lets a lot escape. But so Sully Ramos 4, Sam Zanton 5, Jacob Kidder 6. Damn it, Jacob. Another good kid.
Yeah.
Ben Lauer 7, Jonathan Krager 8, Carson Kempf 9, Damasio Trujillo. I don't know how to transition the J in Spanish like that. Trujillo? Yeah. Is it? Okay.
Trujillo? I don't know.
But I don't know. Racine St. Catharines.
Yeah.
So that's a good lineup. I think there's 2 of them I'd change, but that's it.
Right.
That's pretty solid. My watch list, Jack Clearman.
Okay.
I know there's a younger guy, but I'm gonna watch Clearman. So I'm hoping somewhere along because this kid used to be like on fire when he was younger.
Oh yeah.
And I'm hoping I'm hoping somewhere along the line he can like even out, this year or next year or whatever. But I want to see him at least fucking qualify for state.
Yeah.
Pardon my French, but we swear all the time on here. So.
No, we fucking don't.
I tell everybody that too. So we swear in here. This is part of it. It's part of the gig. That's a pretty decent lineup. I mean, you got a lot of upperclassmen. This is another one that's just not a lot of freshmen, and so you got a lot of experience behind you. But Jacob will probably wind up winning that one too if he stays at 157. Because number 165 D1 number 1 is Liam Crook. That is 90-6.
It's the only one to be won in this one and the women's, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a big accomplishment.
Obviously, it's just a joke.
Uh-oh. If he can stay healthy. Exactly, Ted. Yeah. Exactly. If he can stay healthy, I'd really like to see Jack kill it. Just get to state, dude. I think once you get there, I think you kind of knock the dust off a little bit. Right. Yeah. Hopefully. But, Yep. Yeah, I know, Ted. You're talking about Clearman. Yep. All right. So we got Crook at 1, Katie 2, Cole Reed 3, Ryland Schneider 4, Isaiah Guerrero. Yeah, whatever. Eli Meyer 6, Cade Boyd 7, Mason Tritz 8, Graydon Rohde 9, and Blake Bankston. Okay. Some new faces. These are all seniors almost.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Who's this young guy down here? Eli Meyer, Mount Horeb. He took Eli Leonard's spot because he's over 175 now. All right. That's, to me, it's fairly accurate. It could be a fun match between Liam and Caleb, but I'm Liam's dad, so I'm pretty much just saying Liam's going to beat Katie.
Right. Judging by results.
So far.
It should be.
So far. Liam will get his 100 wins this year.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. I have to get that sign made.
Yeah. Pretty big. Not many people do it anymore.
Not really.
Because that's Teague.
Yeah, Teague. You're getting the 100 win notification this year, by the way. So yeah, this looks pretty good. I mean, the Rylan Schneider. And maybe I put Rylan above Cole, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you do there? Again, preseason, but
right.
I think Rylan is the number 3 guy in my eyes.
Yeah.
Liam beat Isaiah. I mean, what did he place? Was it?
He didn't place.
Oh, he didn't place?
No, he's qualified all 3 years.
Okay.
He's a long, lanky kid, though.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he's got to be 6'6".
Yeah.
6'7", somewhere around there. Because as soon as Liam was wrestling, I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Here we go. Liam's like 5'6".
Yeah.
This guy's got a foot on Liam. All right, so watch list for 165. A little Cole Bartline. We'll watch a little Cole. I know he gets a little upset with Liam sometimes, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna forewarn people right now about Liam. Okay, he's a lot like me. He's a very competitive kid.
Yeah.
Extremely competitive. Like if he will race to take socks off. If he loses, he'll get mad. Okay. He is extremely competitive.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have that competitive edge, he wouldn't be where he is.
Right.
Right. And he wouldn't be doing the things that he does. So when things have been proven to him, he doesn't stop doing them.
Right. So
when the results are there, he keeps doing it.
Yeah.
Right. And some people get upset with the things that he does. And not everybody, and this is, I don't want to do this as like a comparison, but not everybody liked every single person that was the best sports person on the planet.
Right.
Every one of Michael Jordan's teammates hated him. Yeah. May have been a couple that were like, he was a decent guy. He had his ways. He did it for a reason. Or it was like he was an asshole.
Yeah. Except for that security guard.
God,
that took $1,000 off of.
That guy with that sweet hairdo,
yeah.
that like helmet. Yeah.
It's like making him pay for $1,000 a roll. That's nothing to you, right?
No, nothing at all. But not everyone's gonna get along with Liam, and that's just the way that it is because he does not. The other thing I think that Liam's big on is like respect. So if he feels like he's should have earned the respect rate, and he's not trying to tell someone, but like when something happens and he feels disrespected, and it's been like he's like, hey man, I've done this,
right?
I've done this, and I've done this for you too,
right?
And they're like, man, shut up. He's like, all right, cool. And that's when he gets the stink eye and he gets pissy and he's not happy with people,
right?
But he's an upbeat kid otherwise. He just likes having fun, but when he's competing, dude, just stay out of the way. It's not nice.
Yeah,
it's not nice. All right, 175. Of course, Caleb Denny committed to the University of Wisconsin. Hopefully, Coach Reeder's listening, and that was a good grab. He's gonna play football too. It looks like.
Is he?
Yeah.
Cool.
He was wearing the helmet.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure Liam had talked to him and said he plans on playing football there. So
cool.
Good grab by Wisconsin. It's nice to see those guys. Actually, that's something else I want to kind of touch on.
Yeah.
Is those guys, grabbing on number 1 to Tony. That was a good coaching grab.
Yeah.
That'd be great that he stays.
Yeah.
And has longevity here. I think that will definitely help the recruiting a little bit more. I feel, this is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that Tony is there to get a foot up to start coaching. I don't think he's going to be here very long.
Yeah.
I don't know what his contract's for. This is just me spitballing,
right.
But it's a good way for him. I mean, what better way to start out?
Yeah.
In a Big Ten school, right? Pretty decent Big Ten school on top of that. Wrestling, obviously we're struggling.
Yeah.
I think with the coaching staff, and I think maybe some changes could be made. I've made comments. I've always been a Reader fan.
Mm-hmm.
My interactions with Bono have been limited, but they've been there enough where you can, if you're a person that can judge character, you're a person, and it just feels and just seems different.
Yeah.
Right. No, could there be a change in the air? Talk to Ted a little bit, about some stuff as far as, things are getting better. Great. I hope they do it because it looks like Sarbacher's in the RTC room now a lot. So that's a good change.
Okay.
I really do hope the guys are able to put something together.
Yeah.
It would be great to have the state. I mean, because you look at the names that have come through the state in the past. I mean, we're talking Dave Schultz, Mark Schultz, all those guys. And Mark's a little different now, but the way that things have transpired, it's like the state slowly went down, and now we're high school wise starting to come up. Hopefully, let's go Badgers. Let's pick up on some of that momentum. And they got Caleb as a good grab.
Right.
And watching him wrestle, and Liam wrestled him last year and at state, but it's one of those things where hopefully they're making, because I can hear it from everybody on the left. It doesn't matter what side,
Right.
they can tell me, it's because of this, it's because of this. We just need a good team, right? I don't care what Bono does anymore. Like, I think I made it pretty evident that kids weren't like wanting to live up to the expectations of, my coach is going to make me run 5,000 miles.
Yeah.
Well, but hopefully they don't,
Right.
because you're not trained to be in track, you're trained to be in wrestling.
Right.
So, but the image that was being portrayed before in my eyes was that if I were an 18-year-old, that's the last fucking room I'd want to walk into.
Right.
Like, holy shit, I mean, I want to practice. I want to practice hard. I don't know if I want to be rucksack practicing,
Yeah.
like that kind of thing. So hopefully, and you don't see a lot of it. I see a little bit of a shift in kind of things that they do and how they are a little bit. But as far as just the social media presence is what I'm kind of getting at.
Okay.
But just the way that they're portraying themselves. And I think like I said, I've always been a Reader fan.
Yeah.
He's always been nice. There's never been a bad interaction or any bad thing I've ever heard about Reader at all. But it'll be good to see those guys bring someone on that can make a difference. So good grab on Caleb Denny.
Yeah.
Eli Leonard, number 2 at 175. Elijah Terrell, number 4. Dawson Clymer at 3. I'm jumping all over people. Caleb Peckrell at 5. Brady Stammer. All these guys moved up a weight.
Yeah.
Jackson Villarreal 7. Landon Grow 8. Ray Pember 9. And Colin DeGroot 10. Wow. Colin up at 175.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know. He can't fit in anywhere else. He has to. He's got to pull the Brady Springers and gain 30 pounds.
Some muscle.
Yeah.
All right. That's an interesting one. This weight class is weird.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know that Elijah Terrell will be 4. I feel he should be 3.
Yeah.
But that's feeling.
Mm-hmm.
They both qualified. One was lighter than the other one.
Right.
Maybe Elijah can't handle the weight yet, but
I've just seen more of Dawson.
Yeah. And that's legit. It's just one of those things where it's like just ability wise.
Yeah.
But watch list for these guys. What do we got here? What's the 10th grader doing? Nico, DC Everest. Yeah. He's the youngest, under 500.
Yeah.
Meets it. Okay. All right. 190. Let's see. Owen Griesbach. Is that Solberg? I think
Soderberg.
You put the J in there on that
I
one?
think so.
Really?
I'm not sure. I'm not the guy to ask. You know who is.
You're the only one I got here to ask. So I'm not going to text T all the time.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Sorry.
Help a guy out.
I'm going to go with
Sure.
Solberg.
Yep. Okay. Kyler Tritz.
I didn't know him and Brady. Like, Kyler lost to the Hortonville kid, Needham at state. So.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was getting beat.
Yeah.
Or he was beating them 11-6 and got pinned.
Okay.
Kind of melted. So.
Quentin Ortega and Fond du Lac. Guy Fraley. Guy's a good guy.
Yeah.
I'd put Guy above Quentin Ortega.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're going off over there.
Yeah, I know.
Jacob Momper, Jaden
DeLeo.
Okay. The arrow's in the way.
Yeah.
Colton Schultz. The Colton Schultz?
No, he's not cutting. He's not cutting 95 pounds for Wisconsin.
So that's a decent lineup.
Yeah.
Everyone's qualified. You got a couple placers. So that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Let's see. Watch list is freshman Elias Reed.
Yeah.
Yep. I think
he could be 175. I'm not sure, but
we'll find out.
Yeah.
Find out. Again, people, these are all preseason.
Yeah.
Everything's based off of just what we think could happen, or he thinks could happen. not me. That guy. Garrett Kaczynski, number 1 at 215 in D1. You're blowing up.
Yeah.
People telling you your crap's wrong.
No, I don't think so. They are. I'm not reading it.
Jackson Johnson, Lincoln McCarty. I mean, everybody's qualified. No one placed. So looks like everybody's got something to really fight for this year. A couple guys coming up from lower weight classes if they actually do.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna watch Luke.
Yeah, he's
Luke. So Liam wrestled with Luke. He said his strength has gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Really strong. And then he said that because he's been doing Luke Dredrick does strength and conditioning with Jacob Roshka from WRSL.
Yeah.
So I know that he's been working on that. So it's good to hear that he's getting better. So he's definitely on my watch list. Get off the watch list. Luke, if there's anybody I know who can, it's you. Get off the watch list. So heavyweight D1 Nehemiah Lendabeja. Is that how you say it?
Lendaby.
Yeah. Damn it. Add the end part. I didn't even need to. Why don't they say that it's on there? It's so weird. Okay. Aiden Grolke, Nathaniel Langston is 3. William McCorrison is 4. Corbin Smith 5. Jackson Lenzendorf 6. Thomas Medley 7. Alex Warden 8. Tanner, is that Gormanson? Your font, dude. You gotta get these bigger. I can't read it.
I'm putting wingdings next to them. Done.
And then Tristan Brennan Holman. Okay. All right. No freshman there.
No.
Whew.
A lot of beef.
That's the only seniors to pick from in this one. No, wait, you got one junior down there.
One junior.
All right, and he's below 500. Declan.
There you go.
Declan Nason. You're being watched.
Racine case.
So it's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
There's obviously that one weight class. So you should probably go back and probably swap some stuff around.
What was that, 44?
Before Ted keeps texting me about it. Because I when I saw Nolan at number 2, I was like, should he be?
Yeah.
But not anymore now.
Well, I should just put him number 1 at 150. So I just want to see him and Declan go at it one more time.
So a couple of the new rules, right? We talked about the points. We talked about the inbounds. What were some other ones? Near fall.
Yeah, there's 4-point near fall, 3-point near fall, and 2-point near fall.
I think sometimes people put a little too much thought into this, right? Yeah. So it's near fall. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what did we have before? You had to get a 2 count to get 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's 1 point if you get 1.
No, it's just 2.
Okay, so you still got to get 2. Okay, so you 2 count, you get 2, then you get 3 for a 3 count, 4 for a 4 count.
Yeah, no, just 4.
Just 4.
Yep.
No 5 for a 5 count. So what to you?
Yeah.
As a coach,
yeah.
I mean, because obviously you have to put scenarios together in your head,
right?
To you, what's the difference maker between having those added near fall points to not having them? First let's bad. Yeah. What's the bad thing about it?
I mean, individually, it's not anything really. I mean, it's just going to change dual meets more than anything. Like, because I haven't done it yet. I'm going to go through some of the duels at Team State and see if they're be changed. But obviously, I'm not going to know if they're a 4 count.
Yeah.
You know, because you would only get 2 if it's a 4 count back then. Yep. So that could change a lot of things too. But I was going to go through and just see if there'd be anything that changed, because that Prairie du Chien St. Croix Falls it was 1 point match. So,
yeah.
Definitely could have changed that outcome, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's going to actually do. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to do with it.
Like, the near fall, I didn't understand the impact. The points I understood, but like even with like college wrestling, because I don't break it down enough like that to like think of, and you're going to go back and look at a match where maybe it could have made a difference.
Right.
But that's in a duel. But like, to me, it just seems like it's to a regular match, just individual stuff. It's like, all right, you're just adding another point to it.
Right.
I don't think it's much. I mean, you can say it's more work or whatever for the wrestler on the mat, because now doesn't have to hold him for an extra second to get 1 more point or something. But I'm excited for the 3 points.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of where I'm really excited to see, because it changed the landscape and how we watch NCAAs.
Right.
And how those guys wrestle. I mean, guys weren't worried about trying to get turns anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, guys are just like, okay, fine, take this guy down. I'm just going to take him down and be done with it.
Right.
Guys that like to turn or get, back points were doing that, but you notice a lot of guys just doing the takedowns. Do you feel that that's more dynamic, having guys working takedowns instead of trying to work top and get turns?
Yeah. I mean, usually when the guy is far superior, they're going to be takedowns anyway, most of the time.
Right.
That's what you see it's take them down, let them go. It's not really like Liam's a turn guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he can't take down somebody a lot, but
Right.
that's the way he prefers to. He
Yeah.
he would rather.
Well, now with the points, I
Yeah.
mean, you know, with
He'd
being
rather
able to-
zero you, you know,
Yeah.
than give you 10 points, you know.
Yeah, and honestly, you're only adding more points, so obviously matches can be over sooner.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe, you know, maybe benefit the parents where matches get over with quicker, and you know things move along
That's
quicker.
another thing. Like, I have a feeling that when college was doing it, they were doing it for the television aspect, like to make it more appealing for television.
Sure.
And we're in high school, we're trying to make these guys better. We're not trying to decrease their mat time, so I don't really understand it.
With that being said,
Yeah.
the side of it that you're talking about with trying to make it more marketable,
Yeah.
right? So to my point, how you score more points quicker,
Right.
now your matches are getting done sooner. Maybe people are do they think people are getting bored watching wrestling?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
You know,
the only
you're
thing I
adding
could
ports
think
of
of
the board
last year.
quicker, and people get in and out of the door quicker, and your tournaments last a little less time.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's a good thing as in the eyes of a parent. Like,
Right.
let's say I still have a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I want a tournament over sooner.
Yeah,
I do.
It's just gonna be like the NBA of like wrestling though to me, because now people are just going to be stalling at the end.
True.
Because they can.
Yeah,
one more time.
Yeah.
I mean, before you got to take down and escape, you could only give up 2. Now you can give up 3.
Yeah.
And then be tied.
Mhm.
Still tied, you know? So
Yeah.
So it's like it's gonna put it in the ref's hands, and that's not always what you want to do.
Well, and that was the other question that I kind of had with the whole out of bounds thing. Like,
Yeah.
what's this interpretation going to be?
Right.
You know, once we get into the real matches, especially close ones.
Yeah.
You know, we don't do a lot of review as far as video.
Yeah, they asked the assistant.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, so are we going to start implementing more video
Right,
on that side? And I'm not saying video for everybody to watch,
Right.
but video for at least the officials to be able to go back and see,
Right.
hey, they're challenging this. We got to watch this.
Yeah, I mean, if you're making it like college, make it like college.
You gotta.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, because you're going to have so many matches that are going to be at these tournaments, you know, coming up, or even, you know, like state that, I mean, these kids are going to push the limits. They're going to have all these close calls.
Right.
You got to have a way to go back. The state tournament. Do they have a way to review? Like,
there's no video review right
there's
now.
no video review.
No,
Okay.
no.
I didn't know if they already did
No,
that. And it was
no.
just kind of done. Okay.
No, I wish. There've been a couple times
Yeah.
we would like to have it, and there's a couple times we would have liked it to not be there. You know.
So when you
obviously-
challenge something, though, what are they doing? They just discussing it?
yeah, when we go out and ask,
Yeah.
I mean, we're just asking, basically, ask your assistant ref and make sure he saw it the same way. That's what he's there for.
As long as they concur or whatever, then
Yeah.
that's the decision that's made.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time, yeah, you're not going to change their mind at the table.
So do you think they would have to add a video review then to be able to hold some of these rules up?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean,
No.
it's still going to be the same as what it was. You know,
Yeah.
it's going to be. I mean, there's a reason they're. I mean, they're high school refs. I mean, they're not.
No, right.
Yeah, they're
But
gonna
at
make
the same
mistakes.
point, though, too, if you're saying a toe is in bounds,
right?
and your interpretation is the one that wins or loses the match, I
Right.
mean, at some point you
Oh,
got to
yeah.
be able to call something back.
Yeah, but I think this makes it easier on the refs now. They only have to watch one toe.
I suppose.
You know, they don't have to watch both.
Yeah. Good point.
So-
Good point. Good point. There's only so much they have to watch now.
Right. You don't have to worry about where the other one was going to come down. It was already out. Who cares?
So tech fall, 10-foot circle, referee's timeout signal. They changed that.
What's that?
The signal, which is used in many other sports, is both hands, fingers pointing inward to the referee's chest.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the new signal.
Oh, thank God I know
Just
that.
so you know.
Oh. I don't know what I do.
Oh.
What's that guy do? Is he having a heart attack?
So what about some of the commitments?
Oh, yeah.
We touched on a few of them in the rankings.
Are you talking about from the previous
Yeah.
seniors?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Previous seniors.
Didn't you get a couple new ones?
Yeah, I got a couple new ones. I have 117 total on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or how many new ones did you wind up adding?
I just added Garth Martell to Oshkosh, to Wisconsin Oshkosh.
Oh, okay.
UW.
Good old Sloshkosh.
Yeah.
Grew up 4 blocks in that college.
yeah.
That was a good time.
And then I had Torin Vandenbush is going to Milwaukee School of Engineering.
Oh, yep. MSOE. Okay.
And
Jacob committed. Trying to think of the other new ones that were out there from Wisconsin.
the juniors like Flater just committed to Parkside too.
Hey, do you know about signing dates? Because
What do you mean signing?
Well,
day?
someone just signed, like a school just posted that these guys just signed.
Like juniors? You can't sign. You can commit. You can commit anytime you want after.
Yeah. But so when you can't sign until the end of your junior, it's like or is it the beginning of your junior year?
No,
not beginning. I'm sorry.
It's the beginning, of your senior year. I think it's
okay.
Is when you actually sign is in November. You sign your letter of intent
of your junior year.
No, of your senior year.
Oh, okay. Because when did PD sign? Was that November?
Yeah, November.
Okay. I'm trying to remember all these dates and all the things.
Yeah, it was during the school season.
Yeah.
So
Dude, I've had construction going in my house. Like
and
then plus the memory loss that I had before, then you add all this on top of it. And I haven't done anything. I mean, I forgot to plug my computer in for Christ's sakes. Let's put it that way.
Right, but so we had 23 D1 signings for this senior class this year.
What do you got?
Connor O'Donnell went to Brown.
That's the one. That's the school that just posted signed.
Okay. I don't know. Stone Pomeroy.
Where?
Stone Pomeroy is going to Kent State.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then Lucas Peters, Indiana.
Yep.
Cole and Connor, both Penn State.
Yep.
Tyson Peach, South Dakota State.
Yep.
Braden Casey, Charlie Millard, Dawson Johnson, Coy Hopke, Silas Daly, and Wyatt Duchateau, all Minnesota.
It's a whole Minnesota team right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a nice haul.
Yeah, they did.
And then Missouri got Sinclair and Stoffel. So those two studs, that'll be interesting to see how they do at the next level.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. What do you think weight? What weight do you think Sinclair's going to wrestle at?
I would think he has to go 97.
Does he?
Yeah.
Why?
He weighs 90.
Who cares what he weighs? What's on the roster?
I mean,
just because he weighs it doesn't mean he's wrestling it.
I mean, he's got I
think he's going to go down.
You think so?
I think so.
I mean, now that Whiting's gone, opens up 84.
I think he's going to go down.
I mean,
I think 90s are too big, man.
I mean, he's too short to be 97 too.
So here's me thinking as an athlete. Okay, so with the way Aiden was built, he's a strong kid. Don't get me wrong, but I think he still had a lot of milk fat on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's a bigger kid that way.
His
still strong,
taller, though.
Could still handle it. He's a little bit. He's a little taller than me.
Like 6'3", right?
Aiden?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he was that much. His dad?
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah,
I've only run into his dad once or twice. He's maybe a little taller than me.
Okay, I thought he was.
But Aiden can definitely shrink down.
Yeah.
And I think that might be what is going to happen.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, he's short for a 97. I know that.
Correct. So that'll be interesting. It'll be fun to see what he does. Do you think he'll redshirt?
Probably.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, just because unless the Whiting, is just going to make him get right in there.
You know what's funny is all this recruiting that's going on. I have asked every single coach about caps.
Yeah.
Team caps. I'm hearing rumors about the cap being 25 per team
for
wrestling. Full roster is 25.
Jeez.
Yeah. But every coach tells me 30, 35.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm seeing other comments in other forums and other places saying that the college rosters are going to drop down to below 30.
Are you saying that's how many scholarship athletes you can have?
Correct. And they can scholarship all of them.
Full. Right.
All of them.
Full rights.
Most of them. The programs that can afford to.
I mean, right now
they're allowed to.
Before it was 9.9.
Yeah, not anymore. And so and again, I may not have all the details correct, but this is kind of the path that college wrestling is possibly going to be going.
That's what that whole lawsuit was about.
Correct. Cap at 25. You can scholarship, I believe, every athlete if you can afford.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know how the money situation works with colleges. I'm not even trying to figure it out right now. But as far as that portion goes, they can then they do that every single year. So now that makes it harder in the transfer portal.
Okay.
Because if they don't have the room and you're at a school you don't like, you're at a school you don't like.
Right. Is that what they're trying to do? Squelch the
I think so.
The portal?
Because I think NIL made that a little too Wild West.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so now the difference is though that some of these colleges, because these people are donors, right? And in RTCs they can donate and it goes to the athletes.
Right.
I don't think they know exactly who it goes to.
Yeah.
They donate money and then it just gets dispersed.
Right.
So now that will go away where you don't necessarily pay an athlete and an RTC.
Okay.
Now it's going to be given to the schools. So they can give as much money as they want to the school. And I think they can say they can say what program it goes to, right?
Yeah.
So people love to, they want to donate to these programs or RTCs, and most of the donors that do it plan on it anyways.
Yeah.
But now they give money. Who does it? You give money to a university, you get your name on a bench.
Right.
You don't get that. You give your money to an RTC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You win a golf cart or some golf clubs or some beer, you know, that kind of shit, which all fun, still fun. But so those are some of the things that are going to be changing. And then there could be more changes before Liam even gets to college.
Yeah.
But it's a little disheartening when you ask if the cap's going to be dropping to 25 and all of them tell you no.
Yeah.
I understand you got to sell certain things and that you got to do certain things, but at least just know that it's in the air.
Yeah.
Know that don't just say, nope, it's going to be 35, 30, 30, 35. Don't be so sure about that.
Right.
Like I know even the people that I'm talking to that are telling me this are like, this is projected. It's not for sure, but this is projected. So I can understand why would you tell a kid then if it's not going to happen? Why tell them? But at least keep them prepared.
Yeah. I mean,
how do you know?
With NIL, you can
correct
make up those. So.
But so then the NIL that does make that up, that's still allowed. You know, is it going to necessarily change every single thing? No, but it's going to make leaving a lot harder. I think it's going to block things off. But
we got Ian Smith, University of Northern Illinois. Grant Stromberg is probably one you were thinking of that just signed. Northern Iowa.
Yes.
Xander
Koyakanen.
He's going to Penn.
Oh, nice. Oh, I did see that. That's a good one. Wow.
Easton Cooper's Tennessee Chattanooga.
Yep.
Then David Mallon. Is it Mallon?
Yeah, Mallon.
Whatever.
Mallon.
Elliot Biba.
Yep.
Reed Spurley, Wyatt Ingram, and Wyatt Skiba are all going to Wisconsin. So
nice. So I think some people are going to get tied up in the whole, and I hate to say the comment, but people are going to say it anyways. Well, they're not getting all the, the top 10 guys, in the country from Wisconsin.
Right.
At some point you got to draw a line and be like, okay, they're doing something, right? They're making an effort to get these guys. Because obviously they're staying. So it's good. Again, that's where I was like, they're making little steps, little things of progress. I don't know how it's going to look in the next couple of years. They extended Bono's contract and stuff like that. But at the same point, at the end of the day, the difference has to be made, and I don't know what they wound up last year, if it was top 10 or if it was top 25. I'd have to look again, but I'm sure it was fairly decent, but talking with Eric and things like that, it doesn't sound like things are really slowing down, from what he left.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Good luck to the Badgers. There's always comments to be made and things to be said about certain things, but like I said, I've always liked Reeder. He's been a nice guy.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, there's rankings, man.
Yeah.
We're on 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're good. If they're still there,
they're not. They're not. They checked out after we finished. But yeah, no, so it's been good. What do you got coming up next?
As far as what?
Yeah, where are you going? Anything?
Oh no. And I'm going to
Fargo. You gonna go to Fargo?
I don't think so. Not this year. Yeah.
So we're not cool enough. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's fine. The Airbnb I got's like literally 5 minutes away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the mosquitoes can probably pick you up and take you there the rest of the way. Then
it says I'm going to be outside. I'm getting out of my car, going in the building. That's it.
We used to stay at the dorms. When Team Indiana, stay at the dorms, like just walked over there every day.
Yeah.
We had like our team practices and stuff, like our team like sprints and stuff were in this field like right by the Fargo Dome. Had to be like swimming through mosquitoes. It was crazy.
You did that black market shit too.
Yeah.
It got bigger by the second day, and I walked around that shit. It was just swarming with kids.
Well, because everybody's out.
Yeah.
So they're all out there.
I don't want to get beat up either.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big kids out there, but
I was the head of that thing back in the early 2000s.
Yeah. You should come along. You should come out to Vegas, man. Not Vegas. Come out to Fargo. You were supposed to come out to Vegas.
Yeah.
You didn't. Yeah, that's it. Again, folks, we're gonna do. Hopefully, we can do every Friday. We're gonna do every Friday. We'll always have something to talk about.
It'll be 2.5 hours every Friday.
It will not be 2.5 hours. How is it possible I'm the only one watching this?
Who said
that? They left a while ago, Paul. I think they left probably at D2. Probably. But we're gonna do this every week. Again, it's not gonna be 2.5 hours every time we talk about rankings, so that's why that happened. We're going to talk about news, things that are popping up. We talked a little bit about the rule changes. We talked a little bit about some of the stuff coming up for recruits and things like that, the NIL deal. I'll probably talk a lot about national stuff and things that come up, and hopefully we talk about world wrestling too. But this is kind of what hopefully we're going to do every Friday. So we'll figure out a time that'll be constant. Hopefully it can be 6 or 7 because I still got to work.
Yeah.
Just having to be a weird weekend, but maybe 6 or 7 or whatever on Fridays, but Fridays work. So stay tuned every single week. We're going to try and get this done, but appreciate you joining me. And obviously we'll talk when we're done here, but
sure.
It's been another episode of the Vision Quest podcast with the Wisconsin Grappler. So peace. See you later, guys.
Later.
Hit my banner here, my brand, but yeah.